Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Abum Gabes, and this is a creator that's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family for quite some time. This creator is going to bring us everything from vlogging, indoors or outdoors, to food reviews and hauls. Basically, it's a variety channel that encompasses almost everything that we see on variety channels, including a lot of shorts that they're getting a lot of activity on, as you can see. They're at 3,600 and almost halfway to 3,700 subscribers right now. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 or even farther. So thank you, everybody. We're having an overwhelming beginning to the stream, and it's tripping me up, but thank you. She Stole My Thunder, of course, made me laugh earlier. We'll talk about that in a second. Ben Shan Games, thank you for grabbing that membership again. I'm going to get their channel onto our wheel. For anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, you see we've got a wheel on the screen. We put channels up on the screen and promote them here. And the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. It takes a long period of time. We expect to be here for at least 2.5 hours today. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen, but in the case of super chatters, we put them on the screen right away in order. In the case of members, we put them on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, like Time with Tiffy, who's just come in right now. We actually featured that channel the other day, and she has been a force for positivity and inspiration here in the Tuber Chat family for a long period of time as well. And you'll hear over the next long while some of the stories I tell about some of the creators that have been with the Tuber Chat family have now gone far beyond weeks and months into literally being connected for years. And I hope you'll take inspiration I hope you'll find it inspiring that I say that about these creators. The Stock Explorer's in the house as well. And I've got quite a full wheel right now, but we'll continue adding some names. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message, Unstable TV Shorts. That's their second channel, of course. Unstable TV is well known here in the Tuber Chat family. Come Hither with Heather is also here from Australia. And I've got a couple of things that happened before we even started here. She Stole My Thunder dropped a motivating message in the chat, talking about the idea of healthy eating and healthy living. If I ever take inspiration, it will be from them. They will be able to say they had a part in that for sure, because they say motivating things all the time. But She Stole My Thunder dropped a super chat before we even started. So did the Gaming Ham. So we'll look at those two channels next. And then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly, I'm sure. In the meantime, I've already got quite a full wheel. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in the last 5.5 years. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom right now. Michael's Adventure sends his regards for today. He's another beloved and dedicated moderator. He just can't be with us some days because of a work schedule, but he does expect to be with us this weekend, which will be great. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, I had a good time hanging out in Susan's live stream earlier. I was actually there for about 15 or 20 minutes watching. Then I put the volume down, as I usually do when I'm working on a computer. I've been editing videos all day and stuff. Half of my full-time job in the good weather months is working on YouTube and other social media platforms for others, and that's what I was doing. In the cold weather months, I'm able to do this full-time. which is kind of cool. So I'm able to work on a computer and have a window open where I can run a few tabs and have a few things going. We're going to talk about that in a minute, because something came up at the end of the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch's live stream, which was a question about playlists and how we can run those multiple playlists at a time. So I'll talk about that in a second. And then, so I had the volume off, but I was letting the stream run for a long time, and I just happened to catch them mention me again at the end of the stream with that question. But I'm glad that you did. Anybody can reach out anytime. Here in Tuber Chat, we basically get through bite-sized bits of information. I share what knowledge I do have or experience that I have, but we learn from each other, and I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I try to be transparent with everyone about what we have and haven't accomplished yet. But we're well on our way, and we've got a lot of creators with a lot of experience to share. So Smallholder Homestead and M&T Living and Cooking is on the wheel with Butler Family Farm and It's D, all early in the door to Be Irish Live and Unstable TV, of course, along with Gaming with Steven and Roadhog are in the house. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs and Little Ridge Farm are both here with Side Gig Crafts and Susan A. And hopefully I'm not missing too many creators in the chat. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them, but we know we've got quite a few other creators with us. Yellow Shirt Dad is back with us again. It's good to see you. Scroll's Nest is here. And I hope I'm pronouncing this right. If I say Mufaki Ali, good to see you in the house. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that name. I just met them yesterday in another live stream, and they're here for the first time today. I bring it every day as a longtime friend. Destination's Delight might be brand new. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Coastal Water, my dear friend, is here as well. Cruising is Fun Anytime is also in the house. So thank you all for being here so early. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Again, we're looking at Abum Games, and this is a channel that's been with us for quite some time. And like I said, they basically encompass everything that is variety when we talk about a variety channel, both indoors and outdoors, unboxings, food reviews, and a great look at their life. One of the things I talk about here in Tuber Chat is, you know, now you know that I subscribe to over 4,500 channels, right? And 99.9% of them have less than 10,000 subscribers. And I love the real world look that we get from each other when we do things like vlogs, unboxings, hauls, cooking, gardening, all the different things that we do both indoors and outdoors. So hopefully you enjoy that as well. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see. If I missed something that you definitely want me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is actually just dropping a super chat right now, and they're doing that for Yellow Shirt. They're doing that for Yellow Shirt Dad. So thank you for that. And for that reason, we'll look at that channel right after the Gaming Ham. And we'll talk about what the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch was mentioning about playlists earlier. April Showers is here. I'll get them onto the wheel, and then we've got another channel that's brand new in the chat. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. The Chakota Carver. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. Forensic Mystics is here as well. I was with Oracles and Beyond last night. That's Cassie's original channel. She gave me a free tarot reading, which I appreciated. And then for anybody that is brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description. Pedroza Travel, good to see you here. Emotion. I always type Emotion New Soul when I look for that creator. And they are here as a moderator and a gold member. And then Home Bartending with John is also in the house, and I've got them on the wheel as well. Woman Outdoors is here. from Erie, Pennsylvania, and we'll move on to our next channel right now. She Stole My Thunder dropped a super chat before we even started today. I see that the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch has actually knocked out our stream boss. That's the video game life meter that you see under my camera here. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock them out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. When we see this fellow Canadian, She Stole My Thunder, from the Montreal area, we see on their front page a bit of generosity to start us off, because they've got a lot of featured channels here. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. And it's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. That's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. The Bullock Experience is in the house. Polly 180 Animation Studios. I know you've been here from the beginning. Forgive me for not saying hello for a second there. You're out of the chat, but thank you for being here. And thank you for that super chat. We're going to put you up right after the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. And then I see as well Lee from First Floor Audio is here. I was hanging out with him last night. He was producing some music. And I have a feeling, I've forgotten the tune right now. He had a track that he was producing, and I was thinking it while he was doing it. It sounded spectacular, but it was very emotional, like a very powerful track he was working on. He's a music producer, and I have a feeling I'm going to have that song in my head for a while, the loop of it. Just Jason Keto's in the house as well. There is a big handful of creators that have all become monetized in the last week or two. I don't know what's with the big wave, but boy, has it been overwhelming. But First Floor Audio is monetized. Wolfsbear Productions got monetized last week. We've got a few creators, which is great. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. She Stole My Thunder brings us art, movies, books, and more as reviews. This is what they tell us from their banner, but there's actually a lot more on their channel. They take us out and show us around their area as well. There's helpful videos and a lot of stories to be told on their channel as well. They've got 1,300 subscribers right now, and it looks like they've got it locked in. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. They have been an unbelievably generous, loyal, dedicated, and motivating supporter for a very long time. And the Bullock Experience, I was able to hang out for a while, which is great. The cold weather months have me on YouTube a little bit more than the good weather months, especially on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I've been able to catch a few things over the last few weeks that I wasn't normally able to get, which is really, really cool. Again, like the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch I was hanging out with today. And, I'm trying to get in and out of as many streams as I can while I'm on, and premieres and things like that. But it's always a good time hanging out because Kelly Bullock always has a few guests, and it always starts with catfishing, but the conversation can go anywhere once you're there. So She Stole My Thunder, thank you one more time for your generous super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Again, they've done that countless times, actually. And the Gaming Ham is up right now. The BC Gaming Dispatcher, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's been a little while, but it's great to have you here. They are a creator that found us through Instagram first, which was really cool. And yeah, that's good, Pedroza Travel. Hopefully we all take motivation from each other, or inspiration, right? In the idea that so many creators now are becoming monetized again. Here's the truth, right? Tuberchat's been here for 2.5 years. I've been on YouTube a couple of years before that. But everybody who wants to be monetized gets there, if you truly want to, right? The only exception is channels that, let's say, do things that go against the monetization guidelines or things like that, or try to cut corners and stuff like that. But the 99%, all get there eventually, right? And it can be frustrating to watch channels grow faster than yours when you think you're doing better than they are, or, you know, things like that. But it's not a race. And I promise you, once we get there, you're going to start to forget what it was like to not be there, you know. But our goal here is to give everybody a strong and solid foundation to truly support each other so that we can help everybody not just get there, but stay there and, get there as strongly and solidly as possible. And then speed comes secondary, of course. Our new land, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The Gaming Ham is here, and this is an interesting name for a channel, first of all, because they are an advocate for the ham radio community, but they also bring us a lot of video gameplay. Particularly, you see that in their live streams. But then as well, they recently broke off into some extra content on their channel and started bringing us some 3D printing. But that prompted them to actually start another channel, the 3D Printing Wolf one. Am I going to get this right this time? They recently changed their name. So I just got to see if I can catch this properly here. Pardon me while I try. Let me go back to the Gaming Ham again. Pardon me. It's not true frustration. You hear me huffing and puffing here. Because I want to be able to get to this channel. And we want to move as quick as we can. So there we go, the 3D Printing Wolf 1. It's all one word. We got to make sure we spell that properly. I'm actually going to put it in the chat for everybody. But if you search for that, whether you got to type it out or if you can copy and paste, when we search, find, and click on each other's names, it really helps, especially if somebody has a popular channel or, a short name and things like that. Or if they have a new channel or a name that is not so popular and hasn't been percolating in the YouTube system for a while. Lark's Homesteadish, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And they're working on some chores right now, but hopefully we'll see you back again soon. But thank you for that. The Gaming Ham, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times. We wanted to put that channel up right away for that reason. And the 3D Printing Wolf 1 is where they've got 3D printing content for now. They might change that up, but we'll keep an eye on the channel and see. GJ Journeys, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And the Yellow Shirt Dad is here. And this is a channel that actually we're putting on the screen because a super chat was sent in by the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. That's Susan. I was hanging out with her right before Tuber Chat, actually, just about an hour ago. She did a live stream that went on for a while, actually. And that's a generous thing to have done. So we absolutely honor those here, but thank you for that. So Yellow Shirt Dad is somebody who's fairly new to Tuber Chat, but this is another channel that I'm keeping my eye on because I've seen them out supporting others right away. The second they came into the Tuber Chat family not too long ago, I see them out supporting others, bouncing in between premieres and live streams like that right away, which is great. 187 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Now, I'm still getting to know them, but I'm going to dig through their videos here. I'm going to take one that's a few minutes long here. I just want to see what you're doing on the channel. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels better, and then by watching videos and hanging out in live streams and premieres and things like that, I get to know the content a little bit better. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators in that way as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. I think I forgot to do all the social media posts for today as well. I got caught up working. My dear goodness. Pardon me while I make a note for myself. I'm going to have to get those done after. And then we're looking at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. So they sent in a super chat for Yellow Shirt Dad, which is a generous thing to have done. Thank you, Woman Outdoors, sending in a highlighted milestone message as well. They've been a member for almost a year, but they've already obviously been with us longer than that as well. Forgive me for anything I'm missing in the chat, by the way. We're moving a little bit quickly. Gabriella Smarandaki, I've got you on the wheel. And we're looking at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch right now because they sent in a super chat earlier. Now, I would keep saying it, but I was hanging out in their live stream. Now, they come to us from the homesteading community of channels. I group a lot of creators into a category here when I talk on these super chat live streams. And what I'm talking about is farming, ranching, gardening, fishing, camping, outdoor type channels. A lot of these creators, even if they're in slightly different genres, seem to have this instinctive nature in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other. So I group a lot of these together, and I find that a lot of these creators are out supporting each other all the time as well. I'm just taking your latest video and putting it in my catch-up list, so just so I can stay caught up with those as well. Now, we were hanging out in the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, and I was lucky. I caught a question that they wanted to bring up today here. The idea is, can you run more than one playlist at a time and have it count for watch hours, or have them count for watch hours? So you certainly can, right? And there's a couple ways to get this done. If you're lucky enough to have either a device like a computer where you can open separate tabs in Windows, like you might see me do here in Superchat. I just move things around and I can have a few different things running at the same time, right? I do this all the time. I usually have one monitor with 4 strips of tabs running different premieres or live streams. We know lots of creators do that. You can either do this where you are running a playlist for a channel with 4 different accounts if you have them, and I don't want to recommend to anybody to start other accounts and things like that. You could be asking for trouble. It's like a double-edged sword. But what you can do otherwise is run playlists for 4 different creators, even though you're logged in with the same account on 4 different tabs, even if it's the same browser. I use different browsers to work with. So when I'm doing TuberChat stuff, I use Chrome. When I'm doing my personal stuff, when I'm doing TuberChat stuff, I often use Firefox. Not that it matters. I know I got Chrome open here right now, but this is, how I do this. Often I do my personal stuff on Chrome. I've got another one called Opera I use for work stuff, and then sometimes I'll get into other browsers. There's a few other things out there that you can use as well, right? But you don't have to. So for a couple of years now, we've been at this running playlists for other creators. I've been at it for 3 years, before TuberChat even started, actually. And the idea is that you can run, whether it's in different windows on a computer or different devices, if you have a tablet, an old phone, a TV, anywhere that you can log into YouTube, you can help other creators by running their playlists. Now, it always counts, right? So one of the things that we're never sure about, and it would take an unreasonable amount of time to test this and figure it out, but is the question of whether having the volume on matters when you're running playlists. What I will often do is turn the volume all the way down. So let me just hit a video here. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm just going to show you. See how my volume slider comes up very low right away? If you can see this. I know on a phone it's difficult. So usually, you're listening at full volume, but what I do is turn the volume like way down, but not off. Just make sure that you don't get a line through that. Now, like I said, been at this for many years. I know that it counts, but that's an idea. And what we do is then just turn the volume down on your device. I'm on a computer. I can turn the volume way low, but not off, right, if possible, and that might help you. Charmaine, The Moon Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So I know that's a bit of a lengthy speech, but hopefully it clarifies a little bit. If anybody has questions about playlists or what on earth I was just talking about, go ahead and ask in the chat with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow, and then we'll expand on that if we need to. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And thank you one more time, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, for dropping that super chat, especially for Yellow Shirt Dad. It's a generous thing to have done. I certainly appreciate the support here. I'm sure that they do as well. Next up, for the same reason, dropping another super chat. They've done this a handful of times, is Polly180 Animation Studios. They've been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, and I see now they've dressed up their channel with a brand new banner. They've got some featured channels here, which is really cool. And when I head into their video content, you're going to get an idea of how much work some of these videos really must take to put together. If I can get any of them to roll over. Why aren't they rolling over today? 3D animation is really something that is processor intensive. You got to have a beast of a computer to get that done. But Polly180 Animation Studios has been at this for a while, and they've been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for a very long time. A loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. And then oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, To Be Irish Live is saying, wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could kind of group everything together and just run it? Now, here's a hint, right? So there are some creators that reach out to me. Like, for instance, Michael's Adventures is somebody who's not here today. He's a moderator with this channel, but he runs a lot of playlists for creators, whether they know it or not. He's always asking me about who he can help and who's you know, looking for watch hours and things like that. What we will do, him, myself, and probably many other creators, I'm assuming Scratch and PPA and most of our moderators do this. Instead of even worrying about a playlist to run, we'll just go to the videos right here on the front page, if it's there. If somebody has taken it off of their front page, it might not be there, but 99% of channels have this on the front page. You can just click play all, and then you'll just run everything that the channel has all in one. So you'll see here, Polly180 Animation Studios has 102 videos. Now, for somebody like me, I'm lucky enough to be able to run playlists all the time, and we literally are talking about running them, not just sitting and watching every single second of every video. So that allows you to do it when you sleep, when you eat, when you work, or on another device if you have one. So hopefully everybody finds that helpful if you haven't heard about swapping playlists yet. And then pardon me if I've missed anything in the chat. Blue House Travels Travel Services is here. Thank you for coming in. I thought I missed another channel, and I certainly didn't mean to. Yes, Chris and Larry Homestead needs to be added to the wheel. They happen to be a member, and it's time for us to spin. So we'll do that right this second. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Woman Outdoors is up right now. Butler Family Farm, yeah, I've got you on the wheel. I know you were here early in the stream, so thank you for that. And hopefully I haven't messed up my wheel too much, but it looks like we're okay. We got lots of names to go through, but we've still got another 2 hours at least, so lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Our New Land is still here. I think Get to the Farm was here. Conspiracy Music is in the house. Jasmine Ortiz is here. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. So Woman Outdoors comes to us from Pennsylvania, Erie actually, or around that area. And the interesting thing about this channel, she brings a lot of outdoor content for us, particularly camping, but also cooking, fishing, bushcraft, and then product reviews are something that she's gotten into doing a lot of lately. And what I find compelling about this channel more than anything else is the idea that this outdoor channel is able to bring us all 4 seasons in their content. So we see the sun, the rain, the snow, the wind, the extreme heat, the extreme cold, and everything in between. You get a little bit of that as a preview when you go through some of the shorts videos. Apparently we're all going to get hammered again on Thursday or Friday with a horrible storm that we don't wish on anybody, but we'll see. There's enough days between now and then for that to change, but it's possible. But here's what happened the last time. We got pummeled with snow, and Erie, Pennsylvania is close enough to where I am. I'm usually in Niagara Falls today. I happen to be closer to Toronto, but it's all within a few hours, so we share a lot of the same weather, and I think that's what strikes it for me with this channel. But Woman Outdoors is an incredibly supportive creator, and she's out all the time. You'll see that now that I've mentioned it. If you haven't seen her already, I hope you'll connect with her, and we'd love to push her towards the 1,200 subscribers that she's thinking about. TCG fam, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And First Floor Audio, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put First Floor Audio up on the screen right now. Like I said, I was hanging out on this channel last night. Lee was doing another live stream, and this creator is a talented music producer, and what they do is they allow us to influence and, I'd like to say interfere, but interact with them while they're producing their music. And Lee is incredibly talented. And usually when you meet a music producer of any kind, you find them kind of sticking to one or two genres of music. But First Floor Audio seems to be able to really expand into a lot of different types of music. And you'll see that in a series here called Radio 1FA, where he showcases his music in compilations. But this is an example here, the latest one, where he will produce music and be influenced at the same time. And it's interesting to see some of the things that he's able to do, like bring the audience into his content, and while he's singing, just start adding people into the music, adding people into the songs. It's really something to see. But First Floor Audio has been a dear friend for a long time. They are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And spring is coming. Yep, spring is almost sprang. Junkyard Gamer, thank you for that. And Mama 4 Boys is here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel as well. So thank you one more time, First Floor Audio, for that super chat. This channel, of course, features all of their original productions that you can catch as individual videos or in compilations on their channel. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here onto the screen. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Roadhog is another channel that's fairly new to TuberChat. They've been with us, I think it's getting on a couple of months now, actually. Let me get to the channel filter. And this is something you can use on a phone or a computer to let YouTube know that you're looking specifically for a channel by the name of Roadhog. It's somewhat of a popular name. And this is an example of a channel where, again, I get to reinforce the idea that it's important that we search, find, and click on each other's names. And the reason why is because if you think about what we're all doing here, over the next couple of months, hopefully hundreds of creators will be searching, finding, and clicking on all of our channel names. That will help us rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Roadhog. So when we look at the About page from this creator, we see a simple statement. Everything in their videos was found in the trash is what they're telling us. And while I'm getting to know the channel, I'm getting the idea that what they're doing is finding things that otherwise may not have had use anymore, and then making them useful, either refurbishing them or preparing them possibly for home use or for sale and things like that. So Roadhog is another creator that as soon as they came into the TuberChat family, I see them here almost every day, and I see them out supporting others as well, which is great. So hopefully everybody will connect with them so that you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. And then thank you, Get to the Farm. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello or give a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. And then Shanster Travels, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. She was doing a dual simulcast of a live stream with a guest on screen. Was it Destination Fun, I think you had with you, and that was kind of cool. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating together. And it's a great way to, first of all, expose yourself to a larger audience, if that makes sense, where you are almost always guaranteed to gain a few subscribers when you're featured on somebody else's channel, but you're also generously helping to change the dynamic of their content by adding in your own opinion and ideas, whether it's an interview or other types of collaborations that we see all the time, if that makes sense as well. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but I had a good time hanging out with you. Shanster Travels, I was there for a while last night, which is great. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is in the house. I got to catch them as well, and they had my dear friend Fanatic Guide on as well, as they usually do, which is cool. M&T Living and Cooking is up here right now. They've got delicious looking content on their channel, mostly in cooking videos, but what you're going to see as well, this looks like a product review. I'm just going to take this and put this into my catch-up list right here. They've got some shorts videos. Some of these have got some serious activity on them now. And then when we look through their channel, we see a little bit of indoor, a little bit of outdoor, but a lot of cooking, which is great. So the name rings true, M&T Living and Cooking, absolutely. And they're here with us just about every day, and I run into them constantly supporting other creators as well. Family-friendly content for everyone, from cooking, fishing, photography, as well as family fun time outdoors. They're doing it all, and their intention is to bring something for everyone on their channel. They seem to be doing a great job so far. I bring it every day, still in the house. Thank you for being here. And next up is going to be Sweet Caramel Smile, which is one of our brand newest members. So thank you for that. Let's see what they've got going on their channel for today. And again, if anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Sweet Caramel Smile is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've got 86 subscribers. They say food and family on their banner. A registered nurse, mother, wife, and nutritionist with a passion for healthy living and cooking. They've got a culinary degree and a family that follows a vegan diet. So there's obviously much to be learned on this channel. And then they've got some shorts videos. Some of these are starting to get some activity, which is great. I'm just going to take your latest video. I know they're quite short so far, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to keep caught up with you. Hopefully we can push them towards the 90 subscribers they're thinking about. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Gabriella Smarandaki is somebody who is also an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter. It's great to have them back in the chat. They've got a variety in videos as well, and there's a chance to get to know Gabriella when you dig through the videos a little bit. They've got a Q&A kind of get to know me idea of a video. I'm going to grab one of your videos, and I would usually grab a longer one, but I am going to grab your diamond painting video. We've got a lot of creators in the Superchat family that do some diamond painting. I didn't even know what that was before YouTube, and this is one of the things that can be a benefit in the idea that when you are creating content and introducing people to what you've done, the videos you've made in your channel, not only are you possibly making them a fan of your content and your channel itself, but you might also be making them a fan of the genre or category, and that can expand to a lot of other creators as well. So, you know, YouTube's magical in a few different ways. There's a lot of frustration that comes along with it, but this is the one network that I see where everything that we do helps the work that we did yesterday and the work we're going to do tomorrow, and can help other people without any effort, which is wonderful. And then thank you, Junkyard Gamer. Always happy to have you here. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, you know. This is one thing that I haven't mentioned lately, but, you know, it gets harder over time. As you grow and as you follow more and more channels, it's going to become more difficult to support everybody as much as we all might like. Now, as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody will be just fine, and we see that all the time. But you know, some of your, if you want to call it, best friends on YouTube are the ones that you're going to start to see a little less frequently. When you start your YouTube journey, you usually start to connect with people or latch on, and friendships build and flourish. You might be following somebody like every day or every stream, or, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. And surely, after a little while, I know, don't call me Shirley, after a little while, it will start to become, you know, a couple times a week, and then once a week, and then once every 2 weeks, right? And it's okay, because it's just like friendships in real life. I'm sure we all have people we haven't spoken to, whether it's family or friends or any other acquaintance. And any number of months or years can go by. You pick up the phone or run into somebody, and it's just like yesterday. And it's the same thing here. But, you know, when you start following hundreds of other creators, and it becomes impossible to catch every single person's stream every single time they're on, you're going to see what I mean if you haven't already. But it's okay, because it happens to all of us. Everybody understands. And then the idea is, when we are able to get together, we give each other the nod, we give each other the thumbs up and the congratulations, because we're all, you know, nose to the grindstone, working on our YouTube journey, trying to build, trying to grow, and we know that we're helping each other in the process, if that makes sense. So, Eddie Lugo Studios, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let me get you onto our wheel. They happen to be a member, and like I said, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is here with over 1,100 subscribers. They're working on 1,200 now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. The Bud Files is here. I'm going to get you onto our wheel in a second. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is typically a vlogging channel, but you will be impressed by their video editing skills when you get there, particularly when they put together a compilation like their end of year series. But they are constantly thinking about new ideas, both for their audience and their friends in the YouTube journey, experimenting with things like titles, tags, descriptions, formats of videos, and everything else that we have to do in our YouTube journey. They generously share knowledge and are incredibly interested in helping other people. They will swap playlists. So again, if anybody wants to swap playlists, just mention that to each other. And here in the chat, other creators should reach out to you. Everybody's free to do that, of course, and make those arrangements. We're going to go for 3 minutes. I do see Fallen Arkansas Veterans in the house. I'm going to get you on the wheel in another moment. To Be Irish Live is just dropping a super chat. We'll get to that as soon as we get back in 3 minutes, and then we'll put up Just Jason Keto. All right, we're back. I know we had a few channels come through the chat, so I gave a little wave to each of them. Gail's Crafts and Coupons, Garden State Gardeners here, and a couple of others. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. To Be Irish Live dropped a super chat right as I was about to press the button to go on break there. So we're looking at this channel right away, but I did spin the wheel. So Just Jason Keto will be up next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel the way we usually do. So To Be Irish Live is fairly new to Superchat. They've been with us for a couple of months now. I'm still getting to know the channel, but they've got 211 subscribers. Pardon me, and I see Just Doing Our Best coming in as well. And I've seen To Be Irish Live out supporting other creators as well. I've run into them in a couple of premieres or live streams. So they've already done a 200 sub thank you video for everybody, which is great. You can see the variety on this channel, and a lot of shout outs for other creators, some familiar faces in their shout outs too, which is great. Some shorts videos, some of these are starting to move a little bit. Hopefully you get some more activity on these, but as long as you keep it up, I'm sure you will. And then they do some live streams as well, so hopefully they'll pick those up in the near future. They're here with us just about every single day since finding us, and I'm spinning the wheel prematurely there, but that's okay. Just Jason Keto will come up now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Susan A., thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and for that reason, your channel will be the next one that we look at right after Just Jason Keto, and then we'll get to Time with Tiffy, because I spun the wheel as well. That was a channel we featured the other day, but she's been with us a long time. Cooking with Rahila and Vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Just Jason Keto is going to talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living. So eat real food, lift heavy things, and thrive is the idea behind the channel. We'd love to push them towards the 700 subscribers that they're thinking about. But this creator is going to talk to us particularly about a keto diet, which is obviously a very popular thing. But they are going to go a little bit further, so not just talking about the typical things we might see or recommending some of the products we might typically find, but also giving us tips, tricks, and I like to keep saying hacks for how we can get more value out of some of the things that we're looking for when it comes to a keto diet. And really what I'm talking about are some of the prepared products we might pick from a grocery store or other health food store and things like that. They've got a, is that a live stream or premiere? They got a premiere coming up, and that is going to be in a couple of days. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. And we just crossed into March, so I'm pulling a second take on all the dates here now. And then a couple days later, they've got a stream coming up, which is cool. So Just Jason Keto is another creator who's here with us every day, and I see them out supporting others all the time as well. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Next up is going to be Susan A. We'll see what this creator's got going on in their channel. And it's surprising because Susan A, I would think, would be a little bit more troublesome to come up in the search results, but hopefully everybody's having as easy a time finding them as I do. They come up first right away for me. 207 subscribers, and they've just been with us for a month or two as well. Hopefully we can push them towards the 300 we know they're going to be thinking about. They've got some shorts videos, and it looks like a couple of these are starting to move, which is great. They've got a couple more videos. They're quite short, but I'm just going to take one of these and put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with you. And then as well, they get into some live streams. So they did one a couple of weeks ago, and they might pick those up as well. Let's look at the About page and see what they've got here. They've got quite a bit of text for us to go through. But They've come up with some strange, amusing, and mind-blowing and interesting experiences. They'll share those with us. They love crystals and their properties, as well as music, food, and anything spiritual or cosmic. So we've got a lot to be entertained by when we get to that channel. I hope everybody will connect with them. Susan A's been with us, I think, every day since finding us, actually. It seems like it. So I appreciate you being a loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. And then Jedi Cameron is coming in. We'll get them onto the wheel. And forgive me, because I keep spinning today. I'm trigger happy with the Wheel of Doom for some reason. And thank you for your super chat one more time, Susan A. I did spin already. So Time with Tiffy is coming up, and then Gaming with Steven will come up, and I see Jedi Cameron has just come in. So that was Hyper Blitz. I'm going to put them onto the wheel. I also see that Chris Shirley Babies is here. Forgive me, that's another channel I'm still getting to know. But I've got you on the wheel because you happen to be a member. And we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. The Fix-It Lady is here as well. They got to get added right away. The Fix-It Lady is literally everywhere all the time. I'm always happy to mention that when I see it. You know, I know a lot of creators are more supportive than I might mention. I don't always say the same thing for different creators here, but I'm always happy to see creators out supporting each other for sure. Time with Tiffy's up right now. This creator is going to inspire us in a spiritual way. They have 5,800 subscribers right now. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. Now, Time with Tiffy had an enormous amount of subscribers before even finding the Superchat family, but they continue to grow. They've got a lot of series on their channel, including Bible a Day for a Year, I believe, right? And then I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. And let me just make sure that I'm not wrong. The Beginner's Bible. Oh, here it is. Bible in 1 year plan is what I was talking about. 365 videos. So a lesson a day, basically. So Time with Tiffy, hopefully everybody will connect with. They've been with us for quite some time. It literally might be getting on a couple of years now. And they make frequent appearances. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Stony Productions, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Black Girl Story is here. Good to have you here as well. And as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I Am Betty J. Gathers is in the house. I got to get them onto the wheel as well. And before I spin, we're going to get Gaming with Steven up. I've been spinning too much today. And Gaming with Steven is also known as Fruit Machines with Steven. And this creator comes to us from Scotland. They've got two different channels. Here they're playing Euro Truck Simulator more than anything else. And we see that also in their live streams. They've got one coming up tomorrow, so I've got the notification on for that. They mix up some gameplay here in their videos, and then they've got some shorts videos for us to enjoy as well. Gaming with Steven is here with us just about every day also, which is great to see. And I keep mentioning these things just so that you understand, like, some of the support you can expect to come back from you from some of these creators as I get to know them or get to know their channels and get to know how they're out supporting others. In the meantime, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Ordered Steps is here. Thank you for coming in. I will put you on the wheel and we'll look at your channel briefly. Little Ridge Farm is going to come up in a second. And, you know, I do appreciate every moment that anybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time I stream, especially because I move the streams around to different days and different times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Oh, and then thank you so much, Avalanche. Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is here. I think, is it Avalanche Productions? Am I right? Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is here, so they've got a second channel. This is Tony. And then they've got a new friend that will be coming in as well. So yeah, for anybody that's waiting out that 20-minute time limit, I do appreciate your patience. I promise you, it really helps with things like trolling and other undesired behavior and stuff like that. But it also gives everybody who's brand new to Tuber Chat the opportunity to get to know what we're doing before coming in, so that they can decide whether this is something they want for their channel or not. It might be surprising for everybody to know that even after all this time, the analytics tell me about half of everybody that ever clicks on a Tuber Chat thumbnail actually leaves before coming into the chat. And that kind of just shows you, not everybody is going to understand or want to do what we're doing. Maybe not even the first time around. When you think about marketing, a lot of times you don't just see an advertisement for a hamburger right before you go out to eat one. You got to see McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King ads for 20 or 30 years, so that when you're hungry, you already decide which one you're going to have. Not everybody just sees something and clicks on it right away or comes the first time. Some people have to hear about your channel or see a couple of your videos or hear your channel name many times before they'll come and visit. But it doesn't matter, because some come quickly, some take a little bit longer, and in the end, we're all just growing anyway, so that's great. Dre Lasha is here. They've actually got two different channels. I'm going to start showing you the other one. They're talking to us about hair care on their second channel. But Dre Lash has been a friend for a long time. And then thank you, Butler Family Farm. I really do appreciate the kind words, and of course your super chat as well. Thank you, I am Betty J. Gather. She's been a member for over a year now, if you can imagine. So thank you for that. And she sniped a stream boss position with that highlighted milestone message, which is cool as well. Those highlighted milestone messages, like what I am Betty J. Gathers just put into the chat there, are a bonus for anybody who is a member on a channel where they are enabled. So it's basically a free bonus, right? But they fly through the chat like a super chat. And what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera here. Every super chat and membership, including highlighted milestone membership messages, if I said that right, knock a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock him out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Oh, Traveling Merton and Sue is in the house as well. I almost missed your channel coming in, but thank you. They snuck in the front door there. And then Little Ridge Farm is up on the screen right now. So next up, we're going to look at Butler Family Farm because of the super chat that they just dropped, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Little Ridge Farm has 612 subscribers now, so we see this channel continuing to grow. Now, Mark behind this channel is really doing a great job. First of all, they're incredibly supportive, and when I tell you what this creator's been through, you're going to be probably as amazed as I have been. But Little Ridge Farm has really been doing the rounds right now, going out on different channels, doing different panels, introducing themselves, sharing content with other creators, which I think is really cool. The more you can collaborate with others, if it's appropriate for your channel, the better it will help both channels while you're collaborating, right? So Little Ridge Farm had a story on their channel, and there's a lot here because this is another homesteading channel, right? There's a lot of different types of videos. They're basically doing all kinds of variety, but Little Ridge Farm had their house burned down this year, and they are in the process of recouping and rebuilding, and we get to hear the story of perseverance and tenacity in this creator all the way along. And I think that this channel can be inspiring in that way. I have literally caught Mark when walking in on somebody else's live stream and seeing him on panel literally saying in the middle of an interview, well, it could be worse. There's people out there who have it worse than I do. And I think that that just speaks volumes about the personality of the creator behind this channel. So I think it's definitely a creator to watch, a channel to watch, and they are insisting on generously being out there supporting other creators through everything that they're going through as well. So definitely an inspiring story, at least in my own eyes. I'm going to put Butler Family Farm up next. They dropped a super chat on us. I'm getting Jeremy D-Day onto the wheel. He's been with me for over 3 years, since before Superchat was even a thought. And then we've got some comedy coming into the chat. The Journals of Awakening is here. And we'll see what they've got going on. Let me get Butler Family Farm up onto the screen. And we've only been on just over an hour, so we've still got a long way to go. We can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Forgive me for anything I'm missing in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier and keep my eyes open. I will keep my eyes open so that I can hopefully catch it the next time around. Mike's Computer Tips, I caught on a live stream yesterday as well. They were setting up OBS and doing a little bit. They were doing a little bit of testing on their channel. So Butler Family Farm, thank you again for the kind words and for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Butler Family Farm now has 672 subscribers. We can push them a little bit farther today towards the 700 they're going to be thinking about. They also come to us from what I call the homesteading community of channels. And I mention this all the time, but I group in a lot of creators that bring us farming, gardening, ranching, homesteading itself, bushcraft, camping, fishing, hiking, outdoor channels. Hiking we don't really have, but you know what I mean. I think most of the people who are doing a lot of outdoor content, or at least some of them, will probably get involved in hiking. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but you know what I mean. We see a lot of outdoor content. A lot of these creators have this instinctive nature in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others. Mark the Shark is in the house, and thank you for coming in. I did finally get to the mailbox and pick up your package, so thank you for that. I know what's in there. I don't know what it looks like. I know what to expect, though, and I really do appreciate that. That's the second time Mark the Shark has sent some happy mail, and I am just looking for the opportunity to film a happy mail video. It will actually end up being my first one. I've had other people send different things, but I haven't spliced together a happy mail video yet, but I intend to do that. A couple of creators sent some Christmas cards and things like that I was late on, but I am going to get to that. And Mark the Shark has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter in many different ways. Sweet Caramel Smile, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is another creator who's been with me for over 3 years, since before TuberChat was even a consideration. And the reason why I put so much focus on the idea behind that is just so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect from some of these creators, and hopefully actually see the future in knowing that there are generous creators out there, some you've met, some you haven't yet, that will be willing to support you over your YouTube journey for literally years to come. So Butler Family Farm, let me just hit the About page here. They are from San Diego, California, but they moved to Missouri, and they have got quite a property that they're going to share with us. And on that property, they have a herd of cattle, goats, several donkeys, a couple of horses, llamas, along with chickens. And they keep busy when the farming day is done with bowling and woodworking, quilting, fiber crafts, blacksmithing, gardening, and some travel. So there's going to be a lot for us to see in the variety on this channel. I'm just going to grab the latest video and put this into my catch-up list so that I can keep caught up with them and make sure I don't fall behind. Sweet Caramel Smile dropped a super chat on us, and I only ever put channels on the screen one time per stream, but I really do appreciate that extra generous support, so thank you for that. Silent Silver's in the house. They're going to talk to us about precious metals, and Unstable TV is here from Ireland as well. They've got two different channels. You notice that in the chat you often see Unstable TV Shorts, and I'll put that channel up in a second. one of the things that's a consideration if you're going to get into a lot of shorts videos is whether they should go on your original channel or whether you should break off into a separate channel for them. I never want to recommend to anybody, well, I don't know if I say never is appropriate or not, but I don't really want to recommend for anybody to break off into a second channel. We all know how much work one channel is. It's a lot more than any of us thought before we started, I'm sure. But breaking off into a second channel is a really serious consideration, right? Now, Unstable TV Shorts has decided to do this, but as you can see, they are growing rapidly. They've got a great amount of experience now. I think they've been with Superchat well over a year and a half. I could be mistaken, but they're just growing like crazy right now. So they broke off into a second channel for shorts, and I'll show that to you in a quick second. But Unstable TV, these creators have got an incredible chemistry. They are super fun, super outgoing, and it shows both in their content and in the growth of their channel. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, but you can see that they are over 19,000 subscribers, and they're approaching 20, which is wonderful. Now, these creators are also willing to share lessons learned along the way in helping with their growth, the things that they've done, and you can see that not every single video flies the way that some of the most popular ones do. But let me just show you how they've got some serious consistency here. 2 videos now in the 200,000 views area, and many approaching 100,000. And it just keeps going and going and going and going. So you get an idea of what these creators have got going on. And I hope you'll connect with them, because on top of that, it's wonderful to see that they continue to turn around and support channels of all sizes. They make frequent appearances here in Superchat. They're still here almost every day, for which I'm unbelievably grateful. So let me show you Unstable TV Shorts so you can see what they're doing with their shorts videos. A lot of experimentation on this channel right now while they're getting their footing and figuring out what's going to work. But even when we look at the popular videos here, we see a lot approaching 10,000, and then lots with thousands of views. So they're also very active on the other social networks like Instagram as well. So you'll be able to catch that once you connect with them also. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Blue House Travel Services, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Tiffany Johnson Lava Shark is in the house. Good to see you here. Coastal Water was out driving, but they're home now. Blue House Travel Services. Let me get you onto the screen right away. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Blue House Travel Services has almost 100 subscribers now, and obviously are going to be able to help us with our travel needs. And then, oh goodness, pardon me. I'm almost missing activity in the chat. And then She Stole My Thunders dropping another super chat on us. So thank you for that. We looked at that channel earlier. She Stole My Thunder dropped a generous super chat like that at the beginning of the stream. So thank you for that. Again, we always only look at a channel once per stream. And Blue House Travels took over our stream boss position there. I'm surprised that if it's not going to work, if it's going to put She Stole My Thunder back in there, but that's okay. Cruisin' Koozies, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Songbits Laura is another member. I'm going to put them onto the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Blue House Travels has actually been with us a long time, and this is the second channel that comes to us from Social Couplepreneur. So we'll see what they've got going on their second channel as well. Almost 2,000 subscribers over here. And they're going to bring us a little bit of travel along with family, food, and other fun. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. It's interesting. This is the second video I've seen today. What to pack for a cruise. I forget who else had one of those. I don't know if it was Eddie Lugo Studios or another channel. We've got this influx of channels bringing us cruising content lately. Holly's Adventures. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel as well. And thank you one more time, Social Couplepreneur and Bluehouse Travel Services, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in another second here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we get Just Doing Our Best up on the screen, this is a channel that just came in within the last couple of months as well. 712 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. This is another channel that's got a lot for us to learn and be inspired from. It's a prepping channel more than anything else. They want to help us with our own preparedness and self-sufficiency. And thank you again, Bluehouse Travel Services. Fresh James B, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Just Doing Our Best. I'm just going to take your latest video. I know it's quite short. So 700 subscriber giveaway, and this is an announcement video, and then they've got a premiere. I've got the notification on for that. When we look at the live streams, they've got some watch hour videos here. I'll put the notifications on for those. What we're recommending is to put notifications on for everything that we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, because it sends a engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. And, you know, that's in the spirit of doing everything that we can for each other. So here we go, preparing for whatever disaster. It's odds and ends here, as they're interested in learning about everything. They don't want to know everything about something, but rather something about everything, which is a good way to look at it. And then certainly not perfect in any way, but they do want to help us with gardening, raising chickens, ducks, food preservation, freeze drying, and everything in between. So hopefully everybody will enjoy what we're going to learn from Just Doing Our Best. They've been with us just about every single day since finding us as well. Peer Runners, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think that's the second time they've been with us, but forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Home Bartending with John is coming up. This is another creator who's here with us every day, and I see him out supporting others all the time. What he's going to do on his channel is teach us how to make some of the most popular cocktails from our own home. You don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John has got here, but he is going to show us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished, and the tools that we're going to need to make some of our favorite cocktails as well. He's constantly thinking about new ideas for videos, and he does take requests. He's done at least 2 for me. When he teaches us how to make cocktails, they're usually in different variations. Something that is traditional, something that is quick and easy, and maybe something influenced by pop culture like a TV show or a movie or something like that. Kurzo is here. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll appreciate it. I always want to promote channels properly when they're here. That's from Blackstorm Mobile Gaming. So thank you for sending in a new friend to us today, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Home Bartending with John is also going to show us different ideas based on possibly low-calorie cocktails or non-alcoholic cocktails. Here he's got a comparison to let us know the best vodka that is out there, along with a lot of other reviews that he does. So I've got my notification on for the next one. I'm putting your latest video into my catch-up list. Moz6510 Models, thank you for coming in. And I'm happy that you're here, especially right this second with 2B Irish Live. Forgive me. Moz6510 Models had an idea not too long ago about getting together with me to do a interview type of video where we can talk about the success of that channel. You'll see, because I'm going to pull them up next. They literally have thousands of subscribers. They actually did before they even came into the Superchat family, but they continue to grow, and they're always willing to share knowledge. And To Be Irish Live, or sorry, forgive me, To Be Irish Live, I'm thinking just because it's Irish, but our dear friends from Unstable TV, who are also from Ireland, have offered to do the same thing. And you'll have to forgive me because I've shuffled around some ideas and things like that, but I'm hoping we can get a bit of that done, and they'll be willing to share their knowledge so that we can understand what it takes to get beyond 10,000 subscribers and continue to grow on the way towards 20 and even farther. Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And our instructions are always in our video description for anybody that's brand new to Superchat, so that you can see how to get the most value out of the time spent here. So I'm going to get Mod6510 models up on the screen next, but right now Fallen Arkansas Veteran is here. And this is another channel that's here with us just about every single day. And then that's good. Thank you, Blackstorm Mobile Gaming. Yes. And then Fallen Arkansas Veteran has 323 subscribers right now. And I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. Now, it's an interesting story that they've got in their About page here. They're honoring fallen Arkansas veterans within a 60-mile area of around where they live. They hold a ceremony each year and honor the families and the loved ones, that they lost to the Vietnam War. So you can learn more when you get to their About page there. But this is another channel that's been with us frequently, incredibly supportive to other creators. I see them out supporting others as well. They've got some shorts videos here. Hopefully some of these start to pick up, and a few more popular videos that we can catch here. So I've grabbed your latest one. I've put it in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up with you. And then, thank you very much. Yes, Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you'll enjoy meeting some new friends right away here. Because we have quite a few new channels today, I just want to mention the best success here in Superchat is found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators and supporting them first, and letting them know you've done that so they will turn around and do the same thing for you. We have a lot of people who've been here for a long period of time, could literally be months or years. They will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they see how everybody interacts with each other. They're making a judgment call as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before connecting. So the best success, again, for everybody, whether you've been here many times before, or especially if you're new, is always to make the first move. Start introducing yourself to people one at a time. Take your time. There's lots of creators here. There always is going to be. We haven't even been on for an hour and a half yet. We're barely halfway through today's stream. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. There'll be lots of creators here to meet. Experience Africans is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I just got Don Ray B onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. The Wine Cellar Nikki, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm just going to get Mod6510 models onto the screen now. They dropped a super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But shortly, I will add a couple of names to our wheel from our chat list. It's always based on how active everybody is. It's much more about the conversation that you're having here in the chat than it is about the time spent. It's the fairest way we can figure to do it, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. We don't always get to every channel, every single stream, but we try. We literally get through probably, I'm guessing, 100 channels. There'll be more than that coming through. You can tell by the thumbs up, and thank you, everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. GeForce Journey, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And again, we're looking at another channel from the UK, and this is Moz6510 Models. This creator is going to help us to become a better scale modeler, and you'll be able to do that through shorts, videos, and live streams. You'll literally be able to join Moz at the workbench, showing us not only the different models, but the tools and the different products that we can use to become a better scale modeler. Even I've done some of this in my life, so I understand to a small point when I get there. He's been at this a long time and has a very vibrant audience. So when we talk about the idea of engaging conversation in a chat, it's a wonderful service for any host when you are engaging true conversation, because it's sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. When you get to Moz6510 Models, you're going to see a very fast-paced, high-energy chat that is very much engaged, and Moz6510 Models does a great job of leading that conversation. We've got a couple of creators that I talk about in this way, but it really is that important. It's something I want to put focus on so that you can notice it when you get there. 658 Diary, Nina, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Moz6510 Models now is over 17,000 subscribers. Now I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this in a special playlist that I have called Catch Up. That's just to help me keep caught up with creators. It's lovingly named by our friend Ghostly Wins. AACon151 is still in the house. Thank you for being here. Annabelle TV is going to bring fun into our chat, and probably a little bit of comedy that will come with that. Anne Marie Love XX is also here. And when we talk about Moz6510 Models, you understand the content, because this creator is going to talk to us about different products that we can pick up when we're thinking about modeling, and then the other products that we can use, like the glues and the paints and the other things that we're going to need. But like I said, you're going to find this creator at the workbench. They often have a StreamYard panel going as well. Now, of course, they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But this is another generous creator who shares knowledge. One of the reasons why I'm able to push the idea of swapping playlists here so much in the Tuber Chat family is because of the help that's been given in the knowledge that has been gained, if this makes sense, from Moz6510 Models. He's always willing to share that knowledge. He's done an extensive amount of experimentation to see what works, how we can connect, how we can make sure we maximize our connections and keep them permanent. And then a lot of playlist running as well, the kind of things that we know are going to count for watch hours, because it's always questionable. We talked about a lot of that in the beginning of the stream. Dude Classic is in the house. Good to see you here. And Scratch and Pete PA is up on the screen right now. This creator is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. They're here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Scratch and Pete PA is one of the reasons why I'm able to say, you know, we can see the future. And you can know right now, just from me saying it, if you haven't heard this from anybody before, that you are going to be able to meet generous people who are going to support you longer than you ever thought that they would, and in more ways than you ever thought that they would. If you can imagine, Scratch and Pete PA has been here for every single live stream that Tuber Chat has done since finding us right after we started. He's literally been here 500 times. The only time he missed a stream was because he was getting his internet fixed that day, that I know of. And that's just on this channel. He supports on all of my channels. He supports everybody that I know as often as he can. He literally is the reason why I use the word "seem to be everywhere" all the time to describe not only him, but other creators as well. The J. Jordan, thank you for being here. I've got you on the wheel. Professional Paranormal Research is in the house. Good to see you here. And Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, Scratch and PPA has an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. He will pit two lottery tickets against lottery scratch tickets against each other. We get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Lottery ticket scratching obviously is a huge category or genre or niche here in the YouTube world, if we want to call it that. Khalid Delicious Food, good to see you here. And Handmade by Ying with Donna is here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Don R., good to see you here as well, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. Also, again, our instructions are always in our video description. Scratch and PPA has a premiere that will run every single Tuesday for the last 2 years and longer with perfect consistency. 12:15 Eastern every Tuesday he runs these premieres. They can go anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes depending on the length of the video. He does giveaways, and that's always a part of it. And what you're going to find when you get to his premiere is a live chat that runs even faster than Superchat, faster than most you've seen in the Superchat family. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer or Garden State Gardener or Hilda DC. And it's a lot of fun to be a part of that too. It's very fast-paced and high energy. You'll also notice that presentation is always at the forefront of Scratch and PPA's mind, with a bright, beautiful avatar that matches the thumbnails on every single video as we would expect, and then a banner that's updated weekly as well. We all know how much work that takes. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video over 2 years ago. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him and possibly even take inspiration from the way that he marries in the outside social networks to bring in traffic to his videos and his channel, along with the fun and interaction that comes with that, if that makes sense as well. Chris and Larry Homestead is going to come up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back, and we are looking at Chris and Larry Homestead, and this is another channel with an enormous amount of subscribers. They continue to grow. Now, in fairness, they had, I forget for the life of me how many it was when they first came in, if it was 6, 7, I think it was 8 or 9. Pardon me, 8 or 9,000 subscribers. But they have just blown right past 10,000 and are now well beyond 6,000 or 16,000 and working on 17,000. Chris and Larry Homestead is a large family, but they are posting frequently. You can see that. They also do live streams and a lot of shorts videos. The life and times of a homeschooling and homesteading family in northern Arizona. They're a Christian family of 10, homeschooling and homesteading their way through life, learning as they go on their mini ranch, raising and selling veggies, critters, and farmstead items. They actually do a lot more on this channel. So there's vlogs, there's merchandise production. Chris and Larry Homestead, they seem to be doing something all the time. I have caught them for a lot of indoor like kitchen videos, but I've also caught them on live streams. I'm just going to go through their videos right now. I don't want to fall behind, so I'm just going to take their latest video. Oh, this is the Chili Smackdown. Somebody said this. Yeah, this must be a collaboration with a few different creators. I heard this today. I don't know if it was on Hillbilly Chicken Ranch or another live stream. But Chris and Larry Homestead are always getting involved, and they're always supporting other creators as well. This is one of the things that I find so great. You know, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or even every week, or in some cases even every month, because we're following too many creators now. But I do appreciate anybody coming in for any amount of time. And Chris and Larry Homestead, you know, and Mod6510 Models and Unstable TV that we talked about that are now all, you know, in the 16,000 range, are still coming around to support other creators in their YouTube journey, and I just think that's wonderful. So again, this is another creator that's fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, but they've been dear friends for a long time. I'm looking forward to catching them in a live stream again. And then thank you, Handmade by Ying with Donna. And then we're looking next at Chris Shirley Babies. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. This is one that I'm still getting to know. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I just noticed as well, Blue House Travel Services took over that Stream Boss position under my camera there a while ago, which is great. Chris Shirley Babies is here with 26 subscribers, so a fairly new channel. Hopefully we can push them towards the 30 that they're thinking about, a little bit closer on their road to the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing and hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. I'm just going to take their latest video here, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so that I can keep caught up with you, but I'm still getting to know this channel, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that they've got. They've got quite a bit of text on their about page for us to go through when we get there, but it looks like live streams might be an idea for them as well. I don't know if they're going to start these up again. It's been a little while, but they've obviously been on YouTube a few years as well. Real New Zealand Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. The Bullock Experience is coming up right now, and I just got to clean up my wheel here a little bit. The Bullock Experience I managed to catch again for a live stream. I think that was yesterday, right? Crazy Kid 949, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. And yeah, Real New Zealand Adventures. We always keep our instructions in our video description so that you can maximize the time that you spend here. Everybody will be willing to connect, and if you take your time and meet people one by one and make the first move is how you'll have the best success here. That's for anybody that's fairly new to Superchat, or if you're brand new today. Making the first move and reaching out to other creators, supporting them and doing for them all the things you wish they would do for you, will find you gaining friendships and then having those creators come back and supporting you in all the ways you're wishing for, and likely even more. You'll hear that in the stories that I tell when we're here in the live streams as well. Pure Runners, thank you for the share on Twitter, and thank you for the kind words in the chat as well. The Bullock Experience is Kelly Bullock. This is another creator. They're quite fun, as a matter of fact. They have fun with people both on their streams, in their channel, and in chats when they're out supporting others here in Superchat as well. Now, it's fishing first on this channel, but once you get there, the conversation can go just about anywhere, especially in the live streams. He's got a lot of StreamYard panels. As for the videos, you'll find a few how-to videos in here, as well as a lot of the fishing. Now, this creator's on their way to 700 subscribers, but they're always out supporting other creators as well. And just in case you're wondering, that is a 47-pound catfish on their banner right there, so they've got a story to be told for that as well. Now, I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now because we're in the second half of the live stream. Things usually get faster as time goes on so that we can get through as many channels as possible. Hilda DC, our dear friend who is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel in another second as well. Don Ray B is coming up right now. I'll put them onto the screen, and we will get Hilda DC ready to go. And Don Ray B is somebody that's got an inspiring story on their channel. Now, this creator is somebody who wants to motivate us to literally chase our dreams and possibly have our dreams come true. You see that in their banner right away because they say each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. This is a creator who wanted to live the homesteading life. If I understand the story right, they've got the story on their About page. But when you get here, they recently moved to 4 acres. It was an adventure, getting there and a dream come true. And they're sharing their YouTube journey with us. And they are bringing us their homesteading activities. I'm just thinking about this video that I just put in my catch-up list here. So, Pampered Chef unboxing video. That'll be interesting to see. I can't remember for the life of me if I've seen a Pampered Chef one, a Pampered Chef video here in the Superchat family. I don't know if I've come across one. I know the name very well. I don't know whether I see commercials for it on traditional television or if it's because in the Superchat family people have done it, but I'll be interested to see that. And then Don Ray B, of course, is bringing us shorts videos as well. And some of these have got a bit of activity on them, which is great. Hopefully that continues as well. When we dig through here, we've got some delicious looking content, but a lot of outdoors as well. So a lot of these creators will say some similar things in the idea of sharing their successes and their failures. And again, when we talk about homesteading channels of any kind or something in that category or genre, we find creators willing to share knowledge and resources with each other. And then, yeah, the Bullock Experience, I can't imagine. He had a 3-pound bass on the banner on the Bullock Experience until it was time to put up that 47-pound catfish. So quite a change. The 3-pound bass was already beyond anything I've ever caught in my life that I remember. And the Journals of Awakening is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. I've been lucky to catch them for a few live streams. And they bring comedy. And the interesting thing about this creator is while they're doing what they're doing on their channel, they're able to bring you right into the content. And they do it off the cuff, which is really something else. I have different kind of respect for anybody that can do stand-up comedy. It is a perfect storm of a lot of the things that would drive anybody into a complete frenzy, I think. You know, the biggest fear in the world apparently is performing or speaking in front of an audience. I shouldn't say performing, but even speaking in front of an audience, let alone performing. And, you know, to put yourself in front of an audience of any size and constantly try to get a laugh over and over and over again, you know, on the days that you possibly don't do as well, to have the tenacity to get up and do it again the next day is really something else. So the Journals of Awakening is a channel I'm enjoying, creator I'm enjoying getting to know. They're on their way to 800 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther in that direction. As well, Mob's Yarnery and Cooking is in the house, and Lisa J. Stocks is here. I'm just going to put them onto our wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And we'll spin right away. Like I said, we're going to move a little bit faster now. I don't think I've been doing too bad for long speeches today, but we'll keep it up. Makeup Mom and Son is here as well. And let me just make sure we catch that. The Stock Explorer will be the next channel that we look at. They are here as a member and a moderator. And that is the same as Makeup Mom and Son, who also happens to be a moderator and a gold member. So we see that channel every single day in the slides that run in the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Pardon me, I need a quick second, and then I'll be right back. Crazy Kid 949 is saying, yeah, performing on stage at a comedy club is fun when the crowd is bigger. When it's small, it's a tough day, no doubt. I just heard a story, actually. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I don't read as many books as anything else. I tend to have these long drives a couple times a week. I enjoy driving. I enjoy listening to audiobooks, but I'm on the second round of Atomic Habits, which is a really popular book in the, I don't know, self-help or business, you know, section. And they tell the story of Steve Martin, somebody with perseverance who performed again and again and again to empty places. In my early adult life, for about 25 years, I was a DJ. And I have played, even actually recently, to a completely empty place. So while it's not the same, because comedians are literally like performing, having to be on the mic constantly, whereas a DJ doesn't even necessarily have to pick up a microphone a lot of the time. But playing to a dead club is just awful, and I've done it way too many times, I promise you. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you in the house. That's a longtime friend. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me, I think I gotta slow down the pace here a little bit, but we're gonna keep moving through channels. So the Stock Explorer is a dear friend from Florida. This is Nora, and what they seek to do on their channel, including earlier today in a live stream, is bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. So they do that through everything, including beginner tutorials all the way up to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs, dividends, they were talking about today. And the Stock Explorer does this through shorts, videos, and live streams. They often have product in hand. Sometimes there are charts and graphs for us to see. Sometimes it is just friendly conversation. They've gotten into interviews as well. I was interviewed by them. It's really a friendly conversation, but talking YouTube from a few weeks ago. And they do a bit more variety on their channel as well. Now, when I head down to the bottom of the page, you're going to see Tropical Buzz. This is a second channel from Nora, the Stock Explorer, and this is where they seek to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some they intend to grow themselves. And being in Florida, within the next couple of months, they should be able to start getting out and growing a lot of the different things that they've got coming up. I know they're getting involved in challenges and seed swaps and things like that. So they got 175 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Yes, Crazy Kid 949, good stuff. You know, one of the things, like, I do listen, when I listen to audiobooks, or like even if I do read, which I don't, but let's just say I did or have in the past, it's always nonfiction, right? It's always either business based or, you know, self-help based and stuff like that. Things like Think and Grow Rich, or how to win friends and influence people, all the rich dad stuff, and, you know, lots of other things like that. But one of the things, there's a person out there that I follow, and, you know, in the world, you might say, you know, who in the world would you like to meet more than anybody else? Who in the world would you like to have lunch with more than anybody else? And most of you may not have heard of this creator because it's a specific thing that they do. But Seth Godin is the name. Godin, Seth Godin. And I read his daily blog, and I follow as much as I can of everything that he does. But this creator is somebody who, I think, he's not a creator, not like just a YouTuber or anything like that. He's somebody who's an incredible influencer in the business world. And he truly seems to care about people. Probably more than anybody else that I've seen, other than maybe Gary Vee or a couple of other people, right? Anyway, Seth Godin will often talk about, and he's where I get the comedy thing from, actually, but he talks about these things. He talks about business, he talks about marketing, and how anybody, whether you're just starting out or somebody who's a seasoned CEO of a huge company or something like that, can improve. But one of the things they talk about is that, you know, it's not important to do well on a good day. You know, like here today, thank you everybody, because we're overwhelmingly busy, as we usually are all the time. Superchat has grown. I'm very grateful for that, but it makes it easy, right? It's not very difficult for me to put channels up on the screen right now and talk, especially when we've got so many familiar faces in the house. But it's when you only have 5 people in the crowd, or when you only have 2 people, or when you're only talking to one person, that you bring extra for them, because they're the one that showed up, right? And, you know, it's not everybody can just show up all the time for everything, but I promise you, in my YouTube journey, I know what it's like to do a premiere and have nobody show up. I know what it's like to do a live stream for an hour and talk to 2 people. I get what that's like, and I promise you, there's nothing wrong with that. But over time, things are going to improve, and that's what makes it easier. But if you keep in mind, when you look at the things that you wish were busier, or the days that you think were better, if you want to put it that way, you bring extra for them. That's when you give the 110%. Because when you got a full house, it's too easy. Right, is kind of the way. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying it's a mentality we could think of, right? I'm really into all that stuff, and, you know, and that's really cool. Crazy Kid 949. I hope you get that done. That's a big undertaking. Don Ray B, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. My dear goodness, Don Ray B has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. We just looked at that channel. Like I said, they want to inspire people to make their dreams come true, and they continue with generosity here in the chat. Gifting memberships is an incredibly generous thing to have done. I Want to Know, Michelle VB, Starika, Glitter World, and Cool Gamer are all longtime friends. I'm sure they'll all be excited to have receive those memberships. One of the things you'll notice as well is when memberships are gifted in that way, some of the creators may not be in the stream right now or premiere wherever they're being gifted, but they will likely get notified about that, and we might see a couple of them come in. So thank you so much, Don Ray B. Almost certainly all those notifications will have gone out, usually in the form of email, but that's really cool. And all of those 5 creators will now be able to enjoy the benefit of that membership. So I really do appreciate the extra generosity myself, of course. Gail's Crafts and Coupons. Oh my God, my dear good friend Gail, in all this time, I know I saw you come in an hour ago or however long it was. I don't think I put you on the wheel. Oh, luckily Luckily, we've been friends a long time, so she'll likely be forgiving. But Gail's Crafts and Coupons is actually somebody who is goes beyond the friendships that I usually talk about when it comes to helping creators and truly caring about people. Jose Fantasticville, thank you very much. And thank you for being here. Budgeting Just Because, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, I didn't intend on getting into long speeches, but I couldn't help myself there for a quick second. But that's okay. So we're back to looking at channels again. We've got Dre Lasha, and I realized the last time we had this channel up that they've actually got a second channel. So we'll look at that in a second, because it's Dre Hair and Fitness. But Dre Lasha is somebody, I think I just caught them on a live stream the other night too, right? Weren't you just live? Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I missed it, but forgive me for that. 628 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. They're doing a lot of these videos here where they're kind of just sharing opinions, which is really cool. I'm just going to hit their About page for a quick second. They will obviously inspire us in a spiritual way as well. This channel is for motivation of self and others, and hopefully they'll say something that will motivate us in a positive way, but likely so. And then some of their shorts videos are really getting some activity, which is cool. Hopefully I'll catch you on one of these live streams again. It's been longer than I thought. I thought I caught you yesterday or the day before. Maybe I'm mistaken, or maybe I saw it, but I wasn't able to get in. But hopefully I'll catch you. And then Dre Hair and Fitness is another channel from this creator with 69 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road to their first 100. And this same creator is going to obviously have more ways to motivate us, but likely help us with our hair care as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And thank you, Songbits Laura. I've still got your name on the wheel. Experience African's been here a while. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Emotion New Soul is up right now. For any of the members, by the way, members always get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else, maybe even more, and Scratch and PPA usually has to help me with a lot of that here in the streams, for which I'm grateful, of course. But if you come in and you notice that I haven't got your name on the wheel, if you can see it, because I know it's hard to see on a phone, the list of names here, then don't be afraid to give me a nudge and just make sure, because I don't want to miss that, and I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it. And then Emotion. When I look for this channel, I actually look for Emotion New Soul. And the reason why is because this is a really popular name for a channel, but it's also very short. So those two things combined have this channel struggling with the search results, even at almost 3,300 subscribers. So the more we search, find, and click on each other, the more we're going to rise up the YouTube search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. This is a talented singer and songwriter, and usually what they bring us is their original works on their channel in the form of music videos. Sometimes they're individual and sometimes they're in compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. And then this creator's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they round out their channel with a lot of shorts videos and some reactions as well, which have served them well. When I get into Writing with Emotion New Soul, we see a second channel from this creator where we get to have a look at how the music is made and the man behind the music, now approaching 800 subscribers. And this channel is also rounded out with some more shorts videos and some compilations, including this talented singer and songwriter's original works. They're here with us as a beloved and dedicated moderator. So we're going to go a few minutes early this time, but we're going to go for another 3 minutes and come back with our friend from Australia, Come Hither with Heather. Bamanola Adventure is in the house, so thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Susan A., thank you very much. And Come Hither with Heather is up on the screen right now. Queen's Caching is in the house. Good to see you here. Pardon me. And then Come Hither with Heather is here from Australia. This creator is bringing us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations, along with a little bit more variety. Sometimes they bring in some collaborations, as you can see. I actually joined them once a long time ago on their channel in a StreamYard panel. Glitter World is in the house, got you on the wheel. Thank you for coming in. And Come Hither with Heather is now approaching 900 subscribers. They're just over 800, but they've got that locked in. Now, whenever I look at this channel, first of all, I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. I'm just going to look at their live streams for a second. They do a lot of these now, too. And then shorts videos. I'm hoping, I don't know if it's a spoiler alert or not, but I'm hoping they might even make it to our way later this summer. In a few months from now, I'm going to make an effort 100% for sure to go and chase the opportunity to meet up with Come Hither with Heather in real life. So we'll see. But when I look at this channel, I also head down to Werner's Adventures. Now, this is another creator. These are partners, of course, Come Hither with Heather and Werner's Adventures. They have separate channels, but they do similar content. So on Werner's Adventures, we get more explorations of abandoned locations. Both of these creators are incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in the Tuber Chat family. And then thank you, Annabelle TV. Yes, almost a year of being a member, and obviously they've been here longer than that too. Lisa J. Stocks is coming up. I think this is a creator we originally met through our dear friend, the Stock Explorer. And let's see what they've got going on their channel for today. We've got... they're going to talk to us about investing. Things like here, like dollar cost averaging. They're talking about put your money to work in the time of a recession. So constantly we hear, actually, in the headlines and things like that, recession is coming. I think we've already been there for a year, and I know it's not funny. I'm not laughing for the idea that it's funny. I think it's ridiculous that the the news will tell us what they want to tell us when we all shop at the same grocery stores. We all shop at the same gas stations. We know what's going on. And it's good that we have a channel like this that wants to help us in a time like that, because, in not that I'm a financial authority of any kind at all, but we know that in times that are good and times that are bad, there are people who flourish, and then there are people who do not. And where possible, we'd all like to do as well as we possibly can, and it's great that we've got a handful of channels now that can help us, not just with budgeting, saving, and investing, but with real ideas that are practically going to help us, or help us in a practical way over the next coming time, if things like recession and beyond are what's actually going to happen. It's been an interesting few years, that's for sure, and it looks like it's an interesting couple coming up. So, Lisa J. Stocks, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Charlene Heel is here with Conscious Business Services and Opportunities as a second channel. I've got them on the wheel. I'm going to spin again right away. And we'll get another channel up onto the screen in a quick second. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, but... Pardon me. If you want to swap playlists with other creators, please just say so in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing to swap playlists, please reach out to them. Everybody is free, of course, to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Trish the Natural is in the house. And I for some reason, I swear, I must have known you were coming. It's like an aura in the universe. You know how like sometimes you think of somebody and the phone rings? I know there's explanation for that. But Dre Lasha has a second channel called Dre Hair and Fitness. And we just had it on the screen. And of course, whenever we're going to talk about hair care, we're going to think about Trish the Natural, who's here in our Tuber Chat family. So I've got their channel on the wheel now. They'll be coming up soon enough. Smallholder Homestead was here right at the beginning. I'm not sure if they're still here, but that's okay. It's been 2 hours already. We can stay up to another almost hour if everybody wants. Smallholder Homestead has got 310 subscribers right now. Another homesteading channel. And like I keep saying, these creators seem to want to share knowledge and resources with each other, which I think is a great thing. We have lots to learn in the lessons, both in the successes and failures from these channels. Most of them mention that actually. It's a large family and they're on a 1/4 acre homestead, so they want to show us that we can engage in homesteading activities. We don't have to have 100 acres, but we also have channels that show that to us as well. And you think of money, so money should come to you. Yes, absolutely. I know I was talking about the books earlier, and the one that I mentioned, by the way, that I'm on the second round for right now, again, is Atomic Habits. But there's others like Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is like my favorite of all time. It's my desert island book. It's it's not entertaining. It's like to learn, right, is the idea. But there are stories in there. There's like, you know, it's not case studies. It's actually like stories that they tell and things like that for anybody who hasn't seen it. But these kind of things will help you understand, you know, when we think about material things, even like money itself, right? The idea of visualizing it, seeing yourself already in possession of what it is that you want, whether it's money or anything else, is what usually leads to it coming around, if that makes sense. Logan Williams, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Cali King 916 is here from Sacramento. I've got them on the wheel. Gail's Crafts and Coupons, again, forgive me, my dear friend who reached out with extra friendship over the last couple of weeks. Gail's Crafts and Coupons has actually done 2 different videos on both of her channels about how to get the most out of your time in Tuber Chat. Gail's Crafts and Coupons, I forgot to put them on the wheel when I first welcomed them into the chat, what must be at least an hour ago, but thank goodness they came up quickly enough that we've got them up on the screen now. So I'll show you both of their channels. Now, Gail's Crafts and Coupons wants to help us save some money while bringing some of the typical charm that comes along with Gail's Crafts and Coupons. She is a creator who is an advocate for helping others with their channels, growing, hitting different milestones. You know, she pushes a lot of creators along. This channel here is now on its way to 1,100 subscribers, so hopefully we can get this monetized soon with some watch hours. But Gail's Southern Living is her original channel, and with now over 2,200 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,300 that they're thinking about. So Logan Williams, this channel is a community of creators that intend to support each other regardless of our content or our niches or our categories, if that makes sense. The instructions are always in our video description, and the idea, of course, is that we reach out to each other by conversating here in the chat. So if you just say hello to anybody at all, one at a time, take your time, there's lots of people here, and start a conversation. Then let somebody know that you'd like to connect with them. Then you head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes. Very important that we watch from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. and then give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as we do for all creators. That should make the connection stick, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. And then Gail said that Living, like I said, is approaching 2,300 subscribers. They're halfway on that road now. And they've got another shout-out video here. So I'm going to take that video from this channel and put it in my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up here. And they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get to another channel. And Eddie Lugo Studios is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Eddie Lugo Studios has been talking about a lot of cruising content. I see them out supporting other creators. I run into them constantly, actually, when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting other creators. And Eddie Lugo Studios is going to bring us some cruising of their own. And I wanted to see something. There was a video I saw today. I guess it wasn't from Eddie Lugo Studios about packing for a cruise, but that was interesting. And I saw two today, one here in the Superchat stream and then one otherwise. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. And Eddie Lugo Studios is going to bring news and videos of their travels wherever they go, whether it's on a cruise ship, land, or air. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. But this is an incredibly supportive creator, and ever since coming into the Superchat family, I immediately saw them out supporting other creators. And like I said, I've run into them constantly in between premieres and live streams for other creators. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Eddie Lugo Studios is now over 800. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 900 we know they must be thinking about. Holly's Adventures is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. They're here with us frequently as well and have been ever since they found Tuberchat just a couple of months ago also. Holly's Adventures is approaching, actually they're halfway on the road to 400 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer today. One-Eyed Cat, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Crocheting with Leanne is here. Oh, pardon me, Crocheting with Leanne. I'm just going to get you onto our wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as they get here into the chat and I see them. And after a little while, I'll get some names onto our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in the chat. Holly's Adventures is here with 353. Let's see what they've got going on for videos. I'm going to take the latest one and put this into my catch-up list. More vacationing video, it looks like. Key West, Florida. And then they do some live streams as well, so hopefully I'll catch them for one of these or the next one. And some shorts videos that are getting some serious action on some of these as well, which is great. So lots of vacationing videos to start with and a lot of video gameplay as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and we'll see what's coming up next. From the J. Jordan and Baron, thank you so much for coming in. And thank you for gifting that membership. I really do appreciate that. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done, and we will treat that the way we do with Super Chatters, and Baron will be the next channel that we look at before we spin the wheel again. And I see that Birds of a Feather Flock Together is the recipient of that gifted membership, so they'll likely be notified soon. And thank you, Mama Four Boys. Yes, I'm sure you have your hands full over there. The J. Jordan is somebody who seems to be everywhere all the time. They are literally on constantly, so whether it's on their own channel, they drop premieres every day. And it's fitness first, but also a lot of music on this channel from the same creator. They do videos as well as live streams. They've got shorts, and if they're not on their own channel, they're usually live on somebody else's. They seem to be on literally like all the time. The J. Jordan constantly says that their channel is for the purpose of promoting others, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. And you can see that they've passed 2,100 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Joe Dirt Treasure just picked up another gifted membership from Baron, so thank you for that. And Crocheting with Leanne just dropped a highlighted milestone message through the chat as well, so thank you for that. You're both knocking quite a bit of life off of our stream boss there. Crocheting with Leanne's been a silver member now for 5 months, which means we see that channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And Baron, I'm just going to grab their handle and put it in the chat. Baron is a short and popular name for a channel. This one can be difficult to find. If you have the time to spend and are able to do it, it's best for them if you search, find, and click on their name. You might have to go through the search results and scroll for a little while until you can match this avatar and make sure you've got the right channel. Baron now has over 600 subscribers, another generous creator. They just gifted 2 memberships here, so thank you for that. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done, but Baron has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. Now, they've got some shorts videos on their channel as well as live streams, but what you're going to find from this creator more than anything else is shout out videos, and a lot of these are for public figures or celebrities, sometimes YouTubers, and Baron is posting frequently, sometimes multiple times a day as well. So thank you for that, Baron. I really do appreciate that extra generous support again. They've done things like that many times. Next up is Anne-Marie Love XX. This is a creator I've been lucky to catch a few times in live streams now. They're usually in the kitchen, and I just watched a video. It must have been from the last live stream I had in my catch-up list there. You know how I keep trying to keep caught up with creators that way, and it looked like almost a tour of an apartment or something like that, and there was a fire alarm going off, if I understood right. Anne-Marie Love XX has 2,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 3,000 they're thinking about, or 2,600 first of all, but eventually 3,000. And this creator obviously has some shorts for us to enjoy. Now, they say on their banner, cooking, cleaning, and vlogging. I've caught them in the kitchen a few times now for these live streams. But as well, there's obviously much more. So it's great that they're doing something to raise money here. I'm going to take this video as well, put this into my catch-up list. I'm always interested in things like this. Some of the different causes or charities or nonprofits and movements that are out there share colors, right? So sometimes when you see purple, I happen to be wearing purple today, but Purple Day is March 26th. That's in support and for awareness of epilepsy, but there's other charities or nonprofits or movements that share colors, right? So, you know, you see the ribbons, and some different, some of the ribbons can mean different things and things like that. But Anne-Marie Love XX, it's great to see that you're doing something like that there. They've got many more live streams here that we can see, and they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get to their channel, including super chats and memberships. So I'll spin. We'll get another channel on the screen in another moment. It looks like it's going to be Mama 4 Boys. They might have stepped away right now. They're here with us as much as they can be, usually every day, and I see this channel out supporting others all the time. They're bringing a lot of delicious looking content as well, and we'll see what they've got going on right now. Oh, yeah, Crazy Kid 949 says they got smoke detectors that go off in their place all the time. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know how to do that. I know that other apartments do frequent fire alarm checks, sometimes even monthly, it seems. I don't know how often we're supposed to do that. I think the rules and the recommendations come down to different districts or regions or maybe even cities, provinces, or states. But Probably more frequently than we all do. Mom of 4 boys is here with over 900 subscribers. They are officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and you'll see on their channel most of what they're bringing us is delicious looking content. They've got their hands full with quite a family, and they're constantly thinking about new ideas for meals and sharing those with us more than anything else. They've got their channel chopped into a lot of playlists. So again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And yes, Annabelle TV, thank you for that. We're well beyond 100 thumbs up. We blew right by it. The last time I looked at it, it was at about 85 or close to 90 or something like that. But thank you for that. Chocolate Drop is coming up right now, and this is another creator who's here with us frequently, and they always call me Mr. Customer Service. I'm sure it's because of the way that I talk, but I've been lucky enough to catch them several times for live streams, and Chocolate Drop is going to bring us love, life, and couponing, they say on their channel. There's a lot more, actually, a lot of opinion when we start getting into some of their videos, whether they're talking head videos or like, here's a blindfolded taco challenge. I wonder what kind of tacos they got there, if that's homemade or if it's Mighty Taco or Taco Bell or what that might be. And then CVS hauls here. See, some of this stuff is really interesting to me because in Canada, I've been to the States enough times that I'm familiar with a lot of the things that we don't have. Not a lot, like not, I say a lot, many. I shouldn't say a lot. There's a lot of things that we don't have in Canada, so I wouldn't be familiar with. So I'm interested to see. But for the sum of the, for the few things that I do, for the many, I say, but still few things that I recognize, like CVS or Mighty Taco and things like that, I'm always interested to see. I talk about that once in a while. It's been a long time since I've been over the border, actually. A very long time, now that I think of it. Ben Shan Games is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Ben Shan Games has got a few different channels, actually, but they're mixing up content on a few of them here. They're doing a lot of video gameplay. You can see they've got a few shorts, but they mix up the gameplay, especially in their live streams. I think I'm not sure if they're live right now. Are they live right now? Or no? Yeah, they might be. They're often live. They do a couple a day sometimes, actually. But you can see that here. Shorts videos and some Among Us content there. Very popular. They mix up a little bit more content here. This is a bar chart race. They've got other videos that are similar. And then it's mostly video gameplay on this channel. But Ben Shan Games is here with us just about every single day. And I see them out supporting other creators as well. And then Side Gig Crafts is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on for us right now as well. Side Gig Crafts is another channel that's here with us in the Tuber Chat live streams just about every single day. Side Gig Crafts has got quite a few shorts videos, so they continue to put these out, which is cool. If somebody in the chat wants to let me know, do we pronounce this Temu or Timu? I'm just curious. I'm going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I'm curious how their affiliate thing is going because I did get the email, so I'm not sure if I'm going to pursue that or not, but I know it's popular right now. Somebody said, actually, I forget if it was today or the other day, in one of the chats, whether it was here or somewhere else, and they said that some people are putting out these Temu videos or Timu videos, and they're gaining a lot of views right now because so many creators are putting so many of them out. Some of this stuff is in relation to how sponsorships can start happening, right? For almost every channel that I've seen, eventually sponsorship emails start coming in. Some are ludicrous. You really got to watch like every other live stream, or like every other live stream, like every other email. You got to be very careful about the things you click. A lot of what comes through is fake or not, this and that. You got to beware. Some of the companies will ask you to buy things before they send you things. Some of that's legit, but you just want to be careful. But eventually some of these sponsorships come up, but there's also affiliate programs anyway. Lots of people can do, anybody can do videos of products, whether you own them or not. and put Amazon affiliate links or other affiliate links in there, and find a way to bring another stream of income into your business or channel as well. So a lot of different types of crafts in this channel. I'm still getting to know Side Gig Crafts, but they're obviously doing a few different things. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing the variety that they've got when we get there. They're on their way towards 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Thank you, Logan Williams, for the time that you spent. And then Tubi Irish Live is coming up right now. I've mistakenly almost called them out a couple of times today. Tubi Irish Live. We'll see what they've got going on. I see them out supporting other creators as well. I put a lot of focus on that because I just want you to understand the kind of support that you can expect to get back from some of these creators after you connect with them. They've got 211 subscribers right now. I think we looked at Tubi Irish Live earlier, didn't we? Am I mistaken, or did we look at this channel? Or it was because I was looking at it earlier because I watched a video. Tubi Irish Live is somebody I'm still getting to know. A laid-back gamer, artist. I'm not sure about these words, this term. But that's okay. They've got quite a bit of information on their About page for us to see when we get there. And then they're doing some shorts videos as well as, yeah, live streams or something that maybe they'll pick up again at some point. So we'll spin the wheel. Oh, that's what it meant about the moderator activity being hidden. Maybe I want to put that up if it's not already. The Bud Files is coming up as well. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Yeah, we always keep our emojis to 2 or 3, but that's just from an old idea that we just keep going on with here. There are many growth streams out there. That's what we call Superchat and other streams like this. You can call it a support stream. There's different names. But basically, any place like this where people are coming to meet each other or connect, and there used to be these rules about not putting numbers in the chat, not using capital letters. Nobody likes that. But putting too many emojis at a time. And what will happen is, not here, but in other live streams, some people get worried about it a little bit too much, and what will happen is they could possibly time you out or ban you or things like that, and we don't want that to happen to anybody. So we just follow suit and do the same thing. We just recommend everybody uses 2 or 3 emojis at a time. Few numbers if possible, not capital letters, because we want to instill good habits so that when you go out and visit other creators that are letting people connect the way we are here, you don't find yourself with trigger happy mods ready to ban you out or ban you or time you out and things like that. Because I promise you, I know what it's like. I've been banned and timed out on my share of channels as well. The Bud Files is here with almost 1,100 subscribers. These are modern day archaeologists. What they seek to do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They do that through videos, shorts, and live streams, although they have a lot more fun on their live streams as well. I've been lucky to catch them many different times, and they could be playing a game, they could be outdoors, or they could be indoors as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm just going to grab another video from them. The Bud Files is here with us every single day, and I run into them out supporting other creators constantly as well when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. So this channel, I'm not sure if they're still in the chat right now. It's D was here right from the very beginning, and we've already been on for 2.5 hours now. We just recently started extending these to about 3 hours, but we'll see what It's D's got going on. This creator is also going to help us with our finances in the idea of budgeting and saving money more than anything else. Ordered Steps, I've got you on the wheel, by the way. I don't know if I ever said hello when you came in, but I did put you on the wheel as soon as I saw you. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. You know, like I keep saying, it's wonderful that we have a bunch of these channels that are here willing to help us with ideas, you know, because everybody has to deal with money in some way, shape, or form, right? And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could, first of all, maximize the impact of the money we already have, And think about monetization for either your channel or your business or whatever you're using YouTube for. If income is a thing that you've got on your radar, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come through that as well, if that makes sense. So luckily we have It's D and other channels to help us learn, and you never know who's going to hit the message in the right way that's going to have impact on you. Cruising is Fun Anytime is here, and Kathy Payna, I've got you on the wheel now. Low income budgeting, mortgage free by 2024 is a goal for them, which is great. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, a February budget, put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to keep caught up with them. Jeremy D-Day is up next. This is a creator who's been with me for over 3 years now, since before Superchat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. He was with me on my personal channel when we were doing Playlist Buddies experiments, getting ready for Superchat to start live streaming 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. And Jeremy D-Day is now approaching 700 subscribers on this second channel. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list, but I'm going to show you their original channel as well, JD Knight 7. And this is where I had met this creator with now well over 6,400 subscribers. And I hope you can take inspiration from the idea that there are people out there willing to support you for this length of time. If every generous creator could just finally meet each other, wouldn't it be wonderful? So that's what we're trying to do here. And then I'm just going to grab their latest video here on this channel as well, JD Knight 7. It's a lot of variety, mostly music-based lately, but JD Knight 7 now with Jeremy D-Day has 2 channels to bring a lot more variety for us. Pardon me. And then King 916 is coming up. This creator is from Sacramento, California. And when I talk about the idea of supporting each other and seeing the different kinds of content that we all create, I really love the real world look that we get from some creators in their areas. So King 916 is in Sacramento, California, and takes us out for a real world look at their area. 1,800 subscribers is where they're headed on this channel, and they've brought out a lot of shorts lately. They've got some videos, but live streams are where I catch them most often. I'm just going to grab the latest one that I missed. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me to keep caught up with them. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. One of the things about King 916 is when they first came into the Superchat family, I saw that they were out supporting other creators like crazy right away. Every time I was out after in premieres and live streams, bouncing around between channels, I ran into them constantly. They're always engaging conversation, and they do a great job of keeping up with the chat as well. GeForce Journey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The Fix It Lady's coming up on this channel. She will either be fixing, repairing, or creating something at all times. I see this channel out supporting others. She literally seems to be everywhere all the time as well. There's a few shorts on the channel getting some activity that we can see here. And then now approaching 1,200 subscribers. Yes, when I look at the videos, I see they've got a premiere coming up in a few days. So I've got the notification on for that. It's really next week. And then I'm just going to take their latest video. It's very short, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list anyway. It's a collaboration with Melody Maid, who's another well-known creator here in the Superchat family as well. The Fix It Lady is also going to bring us a lot of shorts videos, but there are also, as you can see, a lot of how-to type videos on this channel, and then some product reviews, as we can see. But it's great to see that they're collaborating with other creators, because I've mentioned it many times, but when you collaborate with other creators, it's a great way to expand your audience. You're almost guaranteed to gain subscribers every time that you collaborate with another creator, especially on their channel. And you can help a lot of creators by having them collaborate with you on your channel, obviously, as well. Crazy Kid 949 is going to bring us some more comedy. and we'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. Still getting to know them, but they've got over 800 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're bringing a lot of shorts, which is great. I just wonder if you're cutting these shorts out of your videos, or if these are ones that you do in particular, right? I'm going to try an experiment on my personal channel this week. I've got a video finally coming out after months and months and months, but I chopped up some of the pieces of it to make shorts videos as well to see if it has any help. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And put Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water on the wheel. They always have a membership going. And then Crazy Kid 949. I'm just going to grab one of your live stream replays, and I'm going to see one of these Monday Night Lives. I just want to see how you handle that. And like I said, comedy is something else, man, because it's one thing to be able to speak in front of an audience. It's another thing to try to make them laugh while you're doing it and have to keep going even if they don't. That's the interesting thing. You know, I think I'm hilarious, but I know not everybody agrees with my particular brand of sarcasm, and that has got me in trouble more than once in my life. I Betty J Gathers is here with approaching 700 subscribers, and they've got quite a lineup here. They've got some live streams they're putting out all in advance, which is cool. Lots of premieres coming up as well. I've got like 8 notifications for this creator. What we're recommending is for everybody to set notifications for everything that we see now, so that we can send engagement signals of interest into the YouTube algorithm. And I'm going to take her latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She always reminds everybody to give those thumbs up, both here in Tuber Chat and outside. What she wants to talk to us about on her channel, more than anything else, is healthy eating, healthy living, supporting each other in all the different ways that we can, both on YouTube and outside. And I Am Betty J Gathers is somebody who will allow you to meet more friends and family members on her channel when you join her for premieres and live streams, the same way that we do here as well. Pardon me. Trish the Natural's coming up, and like we saw earlier from Dre's Hair and Fitness, Trish the Natural is going to speak to us about natural hair care more than anything else. They expand their content on their channel to get into things like wigs and weaves and a bit more with products, tips, tricks, and tutorials. But natural hair care is the focus here. This creator has great presentation on their channel, both in their banner and their thumbnails, by bringing us these bright bold avatars, or bright bold headshots that match the avatar, and then professional looking thumbnails, and you can see a consistent look all throughout. When we get into the videos, we see that this is a dynamic creator, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you get when you get to this channel. But Trish the Natural is here with us just about every day as well, and I see them out supporting others also. So we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 subscribers that they're thinking about. I'm thinking right now we're going to go a little bit overtime. I got to start doing a better job of clamping down on the speeches at the beginning of the stream. The Dark Exposure Files, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Crocheting with Leanne is going to bring us a lot of crochet, and when she does, it involves scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, graphgans, and more. She's also somebody who writes patterns for other creators to be able to take inspiration from her creations. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been for a long time. She also does a little bit of interviews with other creators. I've been honored to have been interviewed on her channel as well. A few months ago, Scratch and PPA got together with her to give give a little bit of help in preparation while we got together for a interview where we basically just talked about YouTube for an hour. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonders coming up, ironically, as the Dark Exposure Files is letting us know that that's who sent them in here. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonders been a dear friend for a long time, actually over 3 years now. And since before Superchat was even a thought, before we started streaming 2.5 years ago, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, as a matter of fact, was so unbelievably supportive to me and to us in the creation of Superchat that he was the first creator chosen to be featured on episode number 2. You can see today we're on episode 537. He's been here all this time, still makes frequent appearances. And it's great to see a creator willing to help others the same way that we try to do here. Ghostly Winds, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in from Australia. Let me get them onto our wheel. Ghostly Winds is fondly known for naming my catch-up list that I use all the time to keep caught up with creators. Now, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has a couple of other channels, and I'm going to show you Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream. I've actually connected on this channel. Now, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder can encompass everything that is Kid Wonder. So that could be his life, his work. He could be indoors, outdoors, some gaming, some shout-outs, collaborations, StreamYard panels, and everything in between. Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream obviously is going to be more gameplay and live streaming. I've collaborated with him on this same game here, 8-Ball Pool. If you search out Superchat on his channel, you'll find that, and you can watch us play for an hour together. But this creator is fully monetized here on a second channel as well, with Super Chats and memberships available, and well over 4,300 subscribers. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder and Kid Wonder's Gaming Live Stream are from the same creator. He's got one more that I'm going to show you for today, but he's got a handful of different channels, actually. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder is where we see mukbang videos. I know I don't pronounce it right, but I don't know if I'm ever going to figure out what the right way is. We know this is a huge category on YouTube, but here's where we get to see what Kid Wonder's going to do in this genre as well. Now, Kid Wonder, like I said, has been supportive all of this time, and you know, we can see the future now, knowing that over the last 3 years and beyond, we've got creators that are willing to support each other in overly generous ways all this time along, even when knowing that it can't be repaid, right? When you think about, you know, I talked about Scratch and PPA earlier. He's been at Superchat for 500 live streams. It would be impossible, literally impossible, for me to ever repay what he's done for me and for us here in Superchat if we were to go straight, you know, towards things like time spent. You know what I mean? He eclipses the time I could ever spend. And it's wonderful to see that kind of generosity. We've got other people behind the scenes who reach out to me constantly to support others in ways that are unseen. But, you know, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, somebody who's been here from the beginning as well. And then, yes, she stole my thunder. We're still at it. My dear goodness. Ghostly Winds is here from Australia. This is another creator who brings us video gameplay. One of the things you'll find compelling about this particular creator is that they bring you into their content as well. You can feel the fun and energy in this creator while they're playing, and they bring us retro gameplay more than anything else. You see the Sega and Nintendo logos on their banner, but this creator, even though I grew up with those systems, is able to continue to introduce me to games that I had not already seen. And it's interesting. I've got like those, you know, I never did unboxing videos for the mini Nintendo and the mini Super Nintendo, but I have those, the PlayStation 2 and now the Sega ones. Most of these are gifts. But I intend to do the Sega one. I've got a TV that I've got to set up, and then I'll use that for that as well. And then I intend on doing a video to show everybody how to live stream from some of these classic consoles or mini versions. But Ghostly Winds got a lot of this gameplay on there already. Now, there are a couple of creators, and I mentioned Gail's Southern Living earlier, Gail's Crafts and Coupons. Ghostly Winds as well is another creator who has gone far beyond what we typically talk about here in the idea of generosity and friendship. Somebody who I know truly has my back out there in the YouTube streets. My assumption then is that, you know, if anybody's willing to do something for me on YouTube, they're probably willing to do it for many other people. And I think that speaks volumes about the character of the creators behind these channels. So I hope everybody will connect with Ghostly Winds. We'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers they're thinking about, but they've certainly have had influence and impact on me as well as us here in the Tuber Chat family. So I'm going to get to April Showers now. This is another popular name for a channel. When you search for this creator, I hope you'll scroll. Just double check that you're getting the right avatar with 1,500 subscribers for this creator. April Showers is a bit of a popular name for a channel. Phyllis Brown, thank you for coming in, and thank you for that highlighted milestone message as well. Phyllis Brown is a member, so I put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. April Showers now has over 1,500, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,600 that they're thinking about. More than anything else on this channel, what you're going to find are these podcast episodes from this platform called Spreaker, where they're able to bring that content here into their YouTube channels, and you'll find a lot of interesting conversation there. Some of it is quite polarizing content, but interesting conversation either way, and then as well they can get into some live streams as well. You'll find some of that on their channel. They seem to be doing it quite frequently lately. Songbits Laura is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Songbits Laura now has 435 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Jewel in the Kitchen, I did get you on the wheel. I'm not sure if I actually said hello. And then Songbits Laura is somebody we're still getting to know, but they're here with us frequently, and when we hit their About page, we see that they are they've got quite a bit of text for us to go through on their About page to kind of let us know why they're here or how they got to YouTube. But when we go through their content, we're going to get an idea through the shorts videos. Some happy mail here, which is good. Some kitchen content here. I'm just looking through here. Some dumpster diving. We've got other creators that get involved in that as well. Sometimes a story to be told. Campfire cooking, so quite a bit on this channel. I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel better. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and over weeks and months by following content and hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I enjoy getting to know creators there as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Day One Adventures, I'm not sure when you came in, so forgive me for missing you, but I've got you on the wheel now. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Annabelle TV is here with 797 subscribers, which means we might today be able to get them up and over the 800 that they're thinking about. I think they just updated their banner again. Challenges, reviews, do-it-yourself videos, live streams, and comedy comes along with everything that they do. They bring fun everywhere that they go. Warm Strong Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. What you're going to find more than anything else on Annabelle TV is mukbang style challenges and collaborations with other creators and taste test challenges. Pardon me. And I'm just going to take the latest video. They put this up right before Tuber Chat today. And I'll put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up, make sure I don't fall behind. And Susan A's back in the house for a few moments. I see that Phyllis Brown just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that many times. Annabelle TV is going to bring a little bit more variety on their channel. There's some garden updates and a chance to get to know her in her live streams as well. Well, that's ironic. Phyllis Brown just dropped a super chat, but they also happen to come up on the wheel at the same time, which is interesting. So we've got them up on the screen. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Friend from Indonesia, Tina A. Warrending, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tina155, good to see you in the house. Money about. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Phyllis Brown is going to bring us a bit of delicious looking content when we look through some of these dinners and things like that. But actually, this creator, so they are telling us on their About page, it's been a while since I've read this, they became a YouTuber after many years of watching other folks' videos. One day they found the courage to take the leap, and the rest is history. Now here they are, having fun, meeting new creators, and sharing their passion for inspiring and motivating others. So when we look through their content, we'll be able to see that they're going to talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living, some haul videos here as well, which are going to help, and then conversations with Phyllis Brown as well, so we could get to know the creator. Some outdoor content as well as indoor content, obviously some shorts videos that we see, and hopefully some of these start to really pick up for you, and then as well some live streams. Hopefully they'll start these again. It's been a few months, but that's okay. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and we'll see what's happening with Hilda DC, our dear friend who's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. She has been for a long time. Every moderator on this channel has been a dear friend of mine for a long time, and they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, but they all do different things, and they all have one thing in common, which is a overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. So Hilda DC, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. With over 2,400 subscribers now, she brings all sorts of variety on her channel. Lots of shorts videos. She's actually doing really well with those, and live streams that often involve StreamYard panels. I haven't caught one of these in a while. I hope I do catch the next one. What did I put a notification on for? This is for a live stream that's going to come up in about a week from now. But she posts frequently, sometimes even daily at times. A lot of mukbang style product reviews and taste test challenges. She does other product reviews and a lot of random live streaming with StreamYard panelists and things like that as well. And Tori's Brain, I'm just going to get you onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. And Hilda DC is known, though, here in the Tuber Chat family as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in the last 5.5 years. And through her content, you will find positive affirmations, both coming from the creator herself, special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot on the case. She is incredibly encouraging, inspiring, and motivating, and an incredibly strong-willed creator that is willing to help others and stand with her friends always. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and you'll see what I'm talking about in the generosity behind this creator. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and we'll see what Glitter World has got going on. They are a longtime friend. It used to be Squirrels World. They've still got that handle, I believe. But Glitter World is here with us frequently. Here they are. So again, this is another creator with a fairly popular name, so we just want to make sure we match the avatar when we're scrolling through for this. Thank you again, Phyllis Brown. I really do appreciate that extra generous support with your super chat. And then Glitter World is up here right now. There's only a few videos right now. I'm just going to take one of the latest ones here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I'll take the most popular one. But they also do a lot of live streams, and this is where we see this creator most often, almost daily, and the conversation can literally go anywhere when we get there. So Glitter World is an incredibly supportive creator. I see them out supporting other creators all the time. I know they have impact on others. and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and then you'll get some of that support coming back to you as well after you do. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is the second channel from Charlene Heal, where she brings wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship in line with the content that we know and love from Charlene Heal. She is another inspiring and motivating creator, a powerhouse of energy, to say the least. Dark Swordsman Gaming, good to see you here. I've got you on the wheel. They happen to be a member, of course. When we get to Charlene Heal, we see her channel that wants to bring us wellness coaching. So this motivating and inspiring creator will hopefully have impact on you, as she has with so many others. She also gets into a lot of live streams and interviews or collaborations with other creators as well. Here she's got 1,300 subscribers and is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When I spin the wheel this time, we're going to get to Jedi Cameron and see what they've got going on. This was Hyper Blitz, but they recently renamed their channel. They're still here with us almost every single day. They were bringing exclusively gameplay for a while, but they started getting into some shorts and other talking head videos, including in their live streams. So you can see that when we get there. And a lot of popular, familiar gameplay as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Jedi Cameron. We see some of the shorts. Hopefully some of these will pick up a little bit more as well. I see they're getting some activity on some of them, and I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That is what I use to help me keep caught up with creators and make sure I don't fall behind. So an interesting fact to know is that there's well over 50 million channels on YouTube, right? Lots of different content to choose from. So I appreciate every moment that everybody is here, especially because I know Superchat, of course, is a special kind of channel. It's definitely utilitarian, right? It's here, we're here for a purpose, so it's not for everybody. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. And again, especially out of the variety, one of the things we joke about when we talk about trolling and stuff like that is, why would you ever watch a channel that you don't enjoy or that you don't want to be a part of? There's so much else. And you know, I know people get upset, you know, for different reasons and things like that, but I promise you nobody's getting upset here if somebody discovers that Superchat is not for them. So Day One Adventures is up right now. Travel adventures and community events as well. They're here with us frequently. They've been a member for a long time. I'm just going to grab their latest video from Massachusetts here, doing some whale watching, which is interesting. 401 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get that 400 locked in, and hopefully move them a little bit closer to the 500 they're going to be thinking about. Rosalind Brinson, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for being here. And then let's spin the wheel. We got another channel up here. We always move a little bit faster as the stream goes on. We've been on for about 3 hours now, so we're going to keep it going for another maybe 15 minutes or so. Dark Swordsman Gaming is coming up right now. They recently came in. They're here with us frequently also, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. Dark Swordsman Gaming, they happen to be live right now. They bring a lot of different video gameplay. As we can see, a lot of Final Fantasy to start with, but I think they mix things up too. Am I right? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is there, and I forget what else I've seen on the channel so far. We have quite a few gamers in the Superchat family. Not an overly abundant amount, but there are always gameplay videos to be watched if anybody is partial towards gaming channels. And then Dark Swordsman Gaming, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter to say the least. And thank you, Jose Fantasticville. And let's spin the wheel. Ordered Steps is going to come up right now. Another longtime friend and longtime member as well. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. Ordered Steps was featured the other day. 201 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They bring us vlogs, commentary, rants, reviews, reactions, and more entertainment on their channel. As we can see, these videos are quite short, but I'm still going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list for today, just to make sure I've got your latest video. And then live streams might be something they'll pick up at some point again, but they've got some shorts videos as well to enjoy when we get to their channel. So spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment here. And Kathy Payna is coming up. Let's see what they've got going on. They are sending positive messages through the chat today. I'm going to get a couple of names onto our wheel from our chat list as promised. And Kathy Payne is here with us just about every single day also. Yellow Shirt Dad and Jasmine Ortiz are going to come up on the wheel. We always add at least a couple of names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active and conversating the most during the day. It's much more about how much you're interacting in the chat than it is about how long you're here. We get through as many channels as we can in a 2.5 to 3 hour period every day. Kathy Payne is here with over 400 subscribers. They've got it locked in with 414, but I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. They're posting frequently, sometimes multiple times a day. When we get into their content, we'll see that they're getting into live streams, or they have before. Maybe that'll be something they'll pick up again. Videos they're bringing us frequently, and a lot of outdoor content on this channel. So I'm still getting to know what Kathy Payne has got going on, but some beautiful footage here of some of these outdoor things, especially these beaches, which is great. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Aloha Freedom Tours Hawaii. There's lots of information on their about page as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second here. Yellow Shirt Dad is somebody who found us recently and has been with us, I believe, every single stream since finding us. It's just been a couple of weeks now, and Yellow Shirt Dad is somebody I also run into constantly already, supporting other creators. I've been in and out of different premieres and live streams the last couple of days and run into them constantly. So 191 subscribers for this creator. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know this creator, but I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I thought I grabbed this the other day. Am I mistaken? Yeah, it's in my catch-up list. I don't know why I haven't been through it yet. I might be behind, so I'll make sure I catch that in the next 24 hours, but thank you. And then Yellow Shirt Dad obviously bringing us some shorts, and it's great that you've got your channel chopped up into some playlists as well. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Backlash Fisherman is coming up right now, and we saw Coastal Water in the chat earlier. When we look at Backlash Fisherman's channel, we see a first responder that takes us both indoors and outdoors for live stream shorts and videos. A lot of ride-along live streams. I've joined them many times for a lot of these. I actually caught them for Hobby Hangout the other day, which was really cool. There's their wife, Coastal Water, in that thumbnail. We'll look at her channel in another second here. But these creators are a married couple with separate channels, and I just think it's the most wonderful thing that they support each other wholeheartedly. You see both creators on each other's channels. They give us a great look into their life and their family. Backlash Fisherman, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Beverly Moffat, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Coastal Water is here, and this is Backlash Fisherman's wife. They've got a third channel called Between a Shore and a Mountain here. We'll see if they're going to pick up content on that channel again at some point. But right now, they're likely pushing Coastal Water towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. I've caught her many times, both in the kitchen making some delicious looking content and out in her ride-along live streams that are called Car Confessionals, with a story to be told and an update on what's happening in Coastal Water's life. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Both Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman are here with us almost every day. in Superchat, and I see them both out supporting other creators as well. Tori's Brain has an interesting channel because this creator is going to bring us gameplay, different kind of game, not gameplay like video gameplay like Xbox and PlayStation. Tori's Brain has games that we can play in the chat, and on their stream we can interact with these while their games are up, which is really, really cool. I'm just going to take an extra video from them and put this into my catch-up list. I just want to see what they're doing with African Dream in here. Tori's Brain typically brings these games into their live streams, and the production value on this channel is just out of control, actually. Let me hit the live stream so you can see more what I'm talking about. It's tough because when I roll over them, you can see the production value in their stream, but you don't see the game. You have to be there to see it. But everybody can interact with the chat. There's literally like word games and different things on the screen, and then when you join in the chat, it interacts right onto the screen. It's really like almost, it looks like magic, I think, but it's really impressive. And Tori's Brain's been a dear friend for a long time, somebody who's incredibly supportive here, motivating to other creators in their chat also, so I hope you'll connect with them. They're a loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a moderator and a gold member, which means we see her channel every single day in the live streams that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So Makeup Mom and Son's going to be able to tell me how to pronounce this, Temu or Timu, or Temu or Temu, or how on earth do we pronounce this? Because I see videos popping up all over the place now, and I got an email the other day. I got to see if I'm going to pursue that or not. Makeup Mom and Son is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She brings all sorts of different content on her channel, from taste test challenges and reviews to other product reviews, sponsored videos. She started with makeup and beauty and continues that today. Monthly subscription boxes and haul videos, as well as a lot of live streaming with StreamYard panels, and then even interviews. I've been honored to have been interviewed by her as well. Makeup Mom and Son has now over 1,800 subscribers, and I'm going to show you a second channel called Keenan Plays It. This is the channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son, where we see a few more product reviews and then some video gameplay and some shorts as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Makeup Mom and Son. Like I said, she's also here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Jewel in the Kitchen's been a long-time friend. She's been with Superchat pretty much from the beginning. Over all this time, she's amassed over 3,000 subscribers. And you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to 3,000 and beyond. So they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. They're always bringing us delicious looking content. I've got that in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. They've got a premiere coming up tomorrow. We'll look forward to that as well. And then they live stream when they can, and I've seen them collaborate with other creators as well. Their shorts are getting some serious activity, and hopefully that keeps up for them also. I'm sure that it will. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent today. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We try to get through as many as we can in a 3-hour period. We're a little bit over time today, and then we're going to be back on Saturday, and then we'll see what's going to happen after that. Jasmine Ortiz is somebody who's been very active in the chat today, so thank you for that. And this is another channel I'm still going to have to get to know. I think we've actually known this creator for a while, but it's just been a while since they've been here, and I could be mistaken, but I'm going to grab their Palm Beach, West Florida Fuel Fest video and put that in my catch-up list so that I can see what they've got going on here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. So thank you everybody again for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thank you to our moderators, especially Scratch and PPA. I really do appreciate everything that our moderators do and the patience that they have, especially now we've been going overtime more and more and more and more and more. So thanks everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.